Oh my god, hello? Hi, Kanzi. Hi, Eyes. Sorry, I was getting ready for the stream. We're living with this mic stand, though. I don't even have to... Look, I'm moving it, and you don't hear my mic stand. Look, I'm far away, and I'm closer, I'm closer, I'm closer, I'm closer. It's amazing. Alright, I am in this chat with my friends, but I need to unmute myself and stuff, so... Let's see. Thank you for the retweet. Alright, gotta close this. We got the game open. We're still waiting for a friend. Woo, to the mic stand, not the negative sleep. Did I say I didn't get sleep? Oh, I got the negative sleep, I see. Nah, you're good. Eyes was probably up late watching Dragon Ball Z or whatever.
Gonna be like, sup, I'm here, what happened?
What's up, I'm a goat!
I like that that's the ranger has that ability just...
Hi,
oh,
you're on stream.
Here's 50 gold.
Hi.
Hey, my goat said, hey world, here's 50 gold. I want my goat back, and the world's just like, deal. It's like, okay. That works. I don't understand that mechanic, but fine. It's like, I paid 50 gold. I wonder if Death shows up and is like, look, I'm running a discount on goats today. 50 gold comes back. That's what I'm saying.
You paid the toll.
Yeah, I pay the toll, and the goat comes back. though I think way back in the though I actually do have an in-game thing for how the goat reses, which will be fun.
Is there actually death in this game, or is it some D&D thing?
I mean,
For the
D&D
goat?
has a gods. Yeah, D&D has gods of death, multiple. There's a, I think. Well, no, currently there's one.
That's right.
There's currently I take back. There's currently one. There used to be multiple, but most of them got murdered by the other gods of death.
All right, I think I'm ready.
Yeah. Because gods of death are.
All right. Let me.
One sec, I just need to grab some water, and then I'll be right back.
Okay.
I should probably get on the old one.
Reg, where are you, Reg? I
need
miss
to-
you.
Oh, true. Reg, you're muted.
Reg. Reg, can you hear the sound of my voice?
Reg.
Yes, please,
Reg, roll a
follow-
nat 20 to unmute yourself.
Follow the signs of my life.
I can hear you. Oh, I can hear y'all.
He's like, guys, stop.
He's like, I can hear it. I'm muted.
I'm running around getting my stuff in order. Oh, okay. Well, someone is getting water and whatever. It's cool.
Yeah, Carson's setting up music. We have a minute.
And I'm leveling up.
Are you?
Yeah.
I thought I was bad.
Did you decide the multi-class, or are you just gonna take another level in Rogue?
No, I'm taking the rogue for now.
Yeah. I think I have my build. I'm just gonna hold Ranger to 11, and then after 11, I'm switching to Fighter.
God, 11 is so far away.
Yeah.
Let's see what else happens.
It's just for me looking at after 11 in Ranger, there's nothing I care about.
Although,
I mean, if this was just Storm King's Giant,
I would
you
hold
would.
to 11. Yeah, I would just Ranger
you
to
would-
the end, which was the original goal.
Did I say Storm King's Giant?
You
If
sure
this is
did.
Just, if this was just Storm King's Thunder, I don't think you'd even make it to level 11. But it is very much not just Storm King's Thunder anymore. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At my highest level, or one of them, I just get another turn in initiative. I just get an entirely another turn for initiative. It goes
Nice.
twice.
Yep. It's pretty good.
I can steal so much.
The assassin path of rogue at level 20, you just get like
Yes, that's an 8.
you get death strike, which basically they have to make a con check. If you hit
Oh yeah,
them.
if it's over 80 hit points, they're just dead.
Well, I think
If
that's
you
actually one of them. I can't remember which one. But yeah, you become
Yeah, you become like literal master of a murder.
Master of Instant Death when you hit an attack creature. Yeah. I made a con save. On a failed save, it's double the damage of the attack, which we take as basically it's an automatic crit, but then if you crit, it's a double crit.
Yeah. Jesus.
And if you're and
If you deal more
actually
damage.
no, that's not true. It is always a double crit because if they're surprised, so it's literally if you're gonna get a crit on them, or if they're surprised because you have assassinate, then it's a double crit.
Yeah, 18 to 20s count as crits, right?
No, I don't.
Only 20
For assassin.
I
That
think
might
the only
be
one.
for thief.
The thing that
Uh,
assassinate gets is that you have advantage on attack rolls against anybody who hasn't taken a turn yet, and if you get a surprise round on somebody, it's automatically crit, no matter what.
It's why the alert feed is considered like crucial for assassin rogues
Very much
Yeah.
so.
because you get such a massive bonus to that. I think if I remember right, I'm trying to think here. The only class I can think off the top of my head that gets that increases the range for crits is the champion fighter. Because I know at champion fighters it eventually ends up at 17 through 20 is crit range for you. Because that's their special ability is that they increase the crit range.
You could potentially do like 300 damage in one turn as a rogue,
Yeah.
level 20.
Yeah. If I remember right,
It's
someone mathematically proved that it's like 16 levels ranger, a level in source, and then some levels in paladin and a level in something else, and it's like the max damage. It's like you need this much of assassin, and you need paladin because you want smite, because you want to smite it. You want to double crit your smite, and it's like it was like on average you deal 378 damage a turn.
It's insane.
It's like, well then. It's like, yep, you just destroy things. It's like, yeah.
Okay, Harmony's getting, Cass is getting water. Reg is leveling up. Gotcha.
Hi, welcome to the procrastinators group, where we all level up 5 minutes before the session starts.
I love how Pinky came to me like, oh, I haven't leveled up yet. Like, I want to make sure I'm ready, and then like half the group.
Yeah, I
comes
was
in,
like having an anxiety attack about like
Just
holding up the whole
gangway,
group.
Like, we have to level.
Yeah, just
Out of the way.
I will
knocking
say,
down doors.
Yeah.
None of us are prepared.
Nope. I will say though, Scoom and Pinky being like, yeah, I don't think I'm using all of my things, and I was like, I don't. And I looked at my list and I was like, I forgot I had that ability. I need to use that more.
Luckily, level 7 is generally like the easiest level to level up for almost every class.
It's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think I got one thing, and that was all I had to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I was going
very
through some of my stuff like earlier though, and I didn't even have my dexterity modifier added
Oh,
to
no.
my armor. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm
Scoom probably
taking
gets the most.
Yeah.
taking hits I shouldn't have been taking.
Yeah. I think I got
Poor
my goat.
Scoom.
My goat gets advantage on all saves, and I got a spell. That was
What
my,
armor do you have, Scoom?
What was that?
What armor do you have?
I have the studded leather armor, whatever. It's like 14. Or no, it's 12, and my dex modifier's 2.
Yep. So 14.
12. Yeah, so you should have 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I got was I gained advantage on initiative rolls, so maybe that'll help me hit things. or
Yay.
hit things sooner, I guess. And then also, if I'm surprised at the beginning of combat and not capacitated, I can act normally on my first turn.
Yeah.
Scoom's
I got
level up is
evasion.
really, really good because he
Yes.
gets one more sneak attack dice, and then he also gets evasion, which is a ridiculously good ability.
Oh yeah. It's so good.
If he has to make a dex save for anything that would like damage him, if he makes it, he takes no damage no matter what, and if he fails, he only takes half.
Yep.
Yep.
Can take half, or max he can take half damage.
Yeah, that'll keep me alive for a while.
Yeah. Scoom is great against AoEs. Just
And
no.
that
Yes,
that
that's-
along with uncanny dodge is just super good.
Yep. No. Yep.
I went to get water and I got a bowl of pho, so.
Ooh.
I mean, that's a great trade. I take it. Just be like, well, you can have a glass of water.
Yeah.
Or pho. I'll take the pho. And the water.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Sorry, I had to do
It's
it.
delicious.
It's great.
I
Oh, I'm
apologize.
hungry. All right.
Yeah. But I forgot. I have an
Please still be my friend.
When I hit things, my goat gets to hit them too. I've been missing out on so many attacks.
In-game war.
I think you started doing that and then we didn't play it for a while and then maybe you forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
100%.
think that's what it was.
Yeah, I'm sitting there like the whole time I'm sitting there like, yeah, because I was like,
Because
was
I
sitting there,
remember that happening at the beginning and me being like, wow, everything is dying very
Yeah.
fast.
Funny, it's
I
funny
had
you
a
guys
spell.
failed
I
it.
had a spell in my spell list. I was like, why do I have this spell? And I couldn't figure out why. And then I looked at that ability and it's like, that's why I picked that spell. Because that makes sense. The
It's
last, like,
funny
3
you guys fail
sessions-
that because there are definitely things that I keep forgetting to do as a DM as well.
What? No way.
Yeah, I was sitting there going like, hey, everyone's
Sounds
forgetting
fake.
ability. Oh yeah.
Hello, Reg.
Hi, Reg.
Hello,
Rage.
hello,
Wow.
hello, hello.
Oh my
We all
god,
say
it's
thanks.
my best friend, Reg.
For instance,
I
actually, I'll
missed
do
him
the
so
recap.
much. Yes. Okay, let's
Oh.
go.
Let's go.
Do this. I keep forgetting to do.
You don't wait. You're not forgetting to do the recap. You've always been doing
No,
it.
no, not the recap. I was
Oh.
talking about something else. All right.
He forgot to write down in his notes. Kill the whole party. Got it.
No, don't worry. That's on every page.
Ah.
So,
Every page.
Ancient red dragon appears.
so last session, you guys made your way to the town of Mirabar. You used the teleportation circle in Everlund by your good old pal Crowan, where you were teleported to Mirabar, gathered some information, ran into your 3 tiefling friends, and made your way up to the. Stop making me laugh while I'm doing the recap.
Sorry.
Okay. You made your way up to the mines where you ran into Harsnag, a seemingly good-aligned giant who, after helping him with some combat and a strange encounter with a rogue skeleton, you all decided you would accompany him as he traveled to a place called the Eye of the Allfather, which he stated was an old temple made for giants and has an oracle there that might be able to help you guys out. All that happened last session, other than the fact that your 3 tiefling friends are coming with you, but I also we talked about this before. I wanted to recap major important information
Mhm.
from the campaign so far. A lot of things you guys know important are just that. I guess I'll just say the general lore that I posted the other day. First of all, the ordering has been shattered, which is the sort of order of giants in their sort of ranking amongst each other, and it has been shattered, causing them for a place at the top. What you learned last session, which is pretty important, is that allegedly King Hecaton, which is still a fantastic name, has gone missing. Giant, as well, that you know. You have the harp that you found, which seemed to be important, but currently it does nothing. It doesn't even make sounds. Have that on you, and you have your new friend Harsnag, and you also all know about which you don't know too much about, other than the fact that Crowan is from there, and Everlund and Wellspring have some connection to it. than that, that's basically all I think I need to recap. So
Nailed it.
on your way. But before we get on with that, I was doing this a couple sessions ago, but then we stopped for a while and I forgot that I like doing it. I want to ask all of you a question.
Oh, yeah.
Characters that you can sort of answer in or out of character, but something that I think before I asked, like, when was the last time your character cried?
Wasn't one like their favorite color?
I did. The first one I asked was what was their favorite color.
That's right.
This one, I will say. Think about this. What is each of your characters' favorite season?
Fall.
Oh, easy. Easy peasy.
Yes, Bellman was fall. What was? Who else?
Turd is obviously winter. She loves to
Mhm.
snow.
That makes sense.
Elijah loves summer.
Yeah, also definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
Harmony's pretty spring.
We're so all over the place. I love it.
When are the longest nights?
Winter.
Longest nights would be winter.
Yeah, then winter.
Hey, winter friend.
This is hard.
What's your favorite season, Corella? Spring more?
Ow, that call out.
It's hard because she wasn't allowed outside for a lot of her life, so I guess
I like my bedroom.
yeah, she likes to look out her window. She lived a sad existence. I guess
Dude.
maybe like spring or summer where like the foliage is nice and like, you know, it's beautiful to look at and enjoy and be in, but like I don't think she
Look out
technically has a
the
least
window.
favorite season because I'm pretty sure she's
Elijah-
just happy to be outside whenever. She's like, I'm free.
Elijah's enjoying the winter more now that he's spending time with Turret in his life.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like Corella would like find something wonderful about every single season to like, and I don't think she would dislike any of them.
Grown.
Since I mean, Belle likes them all because furbolgs are super nature oriented. So like, they have festivals for all of them. But his favorite is fall because he likes the colors. He likes oranges as a color.
Well,
Oh yeah, I missed
Plus-
that, Kanzi. Sorry, I should have said Spring because her last name is Springmore. Whoops.
Also,
Sorry,
Also,
Bacon.
also, food is tastier in fall. It's when you start getting the soup weather, nice roasts, ciders.
Yeah. Spring's got like all the nice flowers. It's finally warming up. You can go outside and it smells so good.
Summer, it's hot.
It's a simple man.
Skim just wants to take his shirt off. Let's be real here.
yeah, I just want shirt off.
Winter, you can make your own friends.
Aw.
Yeah, like our friendship. All our friends are so hot. I'm gonna keep saying it like that.
Yeah, for anyone in chat, we had a conversation in Discord the other day about like how technically everyone in our party is probably very, very attractive, but
Yeah,
you know, naturally we're all 10s, so whatever.
yeah. We started talking about our characters on Instagram, so now I've started imagining the Bellamin.
Oh my god, if our
modern day-
characters had Instagram, I feel like Ella and Harmony would like and comment on everyone's posts.
Every
Like,
single one.
yeah,
It's like,
every
"This is
single
so
one."
cute."
Yeah, and like Bellamin would never comment,
Oh, never.
but only
Yeah.
post, and it'd be like flowers and stuff. And
He
then
doesn't know like the actual interface. He just knows how to put pictures up, and that's it.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then like Nora would always take random pictures that are like blurry or his fingers in the way. And we're like, what is this
So
picture?
cute
Yeah,
today.
like what is this thing? And he's like, oh, it's obviously this. And we're like, your finger is in the way, you dummy. Like, oh,
Yeah.
whoops.
I saw a stray cat the other day and took a picture. It's like it's just your thumb.
All Elijah's pictures are just himself, like hot selfies and glamour shots
Yeah.
with all the
Yeah, he's like,
filters.
check out
I
these new
imagine it's like
sneakers.
one post of the guy taking pictures of himself in front of a pool, and there's like the guy drowning in the background, but it's just Scoom and Reg.
Click.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine if
Turds
you
would
scroll-
be like
you- you-
wholesome.
Yeah, you
This isn't about him. It's about
It's
me.
been like there's
Yeah,
two
this
very
isn't about him.
outfits from the same exact day. It's just like click, click.
Yeah, turrets would be
All right.
like of her cozying up
Yeah.
with like a blanket and tea or something, or like outside in the snow making
I
snow
don't-
angels
I don't
or
know.
something.
That or I
imagine
have like a pet Instagram. And it's just
Yeah.
me and bears.
Yeah, you the Bearstagram.
Yeah, I imagine-
Elijah also like takes Karate Kid pictures and stuff
Yeah.
with you while you're training.
I imagine. I don't know why, but I imagine harmonies are like comfy like chairs and fireplaces and food. So that's
Yeah,
what I get
it's
for
like-
Harmony.
She's a
It's
food
like-
It's all
blogger.
beautiful, comfy
Aw.
stuff. It's like, I just did my laundry. It's so great. But then every now and then there's like
Funny.
one picture of like a very gnarly infected wound that's like, this is
Oh.
really interesting today. Came across
Yeah.
this.
It's
Read
like
description
really
below.
Cute. It's like really cute Dr. Pimple Popper picture. Really cute. It's like, this is cute.
Yikes.
I imagine, yeah. For Belle, it's gonna be nothing more than like he's gonna be like one of those like it's like sunrise over like the mountains. That's all he has is like that. This is my flower. This is a rabbit. I spent 23 days not moving from this spot to get this shot. It's Belle with an iPhone getting cross-legged and literally not moving for 23 days. Like the bunny will walk through this area.
He's
Click,
like
okay.
moss growing on his legs.
Also, I also imagine Belle as one of those guys who's like, I only drink mid grind coffee from the lower region of I don't know, some country. Like he's a super coffee snob,
Yeah.
and he obviously he has a beanie, thick glass. He's got the very hipster outfit going.
You sound
It's
like one
all
of my
organic.
art professors.
Yeah. That's
All
what-
right, are we ready?
Yeah. All right. So, you guys are traveling to the Eye of the Allfather with your new hearts now. You have to check in with Crowan. Immediately heading out. It's gonna take about 4 days to get there.
That's fine.
The music on.
It's a road trip.
I'm currently in Maine Coon form, so I'm good.
What is the time of day?
Currently, as you are setting out, it's about 1 o'clock
Have we hit a long rest?
since the last fight.
We leveled
Not
up.
since.
Technically, you don't have the effects of your level up yet, but you're gonna do a
Wow.
long rest before anything happens. So just don't worry about it.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh
so,
man,
so
I
it'd
can't
be
use
like that, huh?
evasion.
Reverse the Final Fantasy level up music.
Yeah. Guys, I've been practicing this move called evasion.
Wow. Wow, what
I
does
think
it
I
do?
need to go to sleep before I can do it.
I'm gonna just take
Yeah.
a nap.
Walking up and down.
Let's
Elijah's
take a
doing,
nap real quick.
Elijah's doing side jumps constantly. Hoja.
Yeah, I found this extra D6 laying around. I'll add that to my sneak attack.
What's
Save
a
that for later.
D6?
What's it?
All right.
As you guys are traveling through these mountains, this is just your first day of travel. Snowing pretty much the whole way you're walking. It's not like a blizzard, but it's always snowing.
And the
so there's
giant's
always-
carrying those of us who want to be carried.
Ask him if you want.
I think he
No.
offered to carry.
Yeah, he offered last game.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's for
but
all
that-
of you or
that-
just.
He offered to take back to Mirabar, but he hasn't said anything about this. So.
Okay. I wonder, Scoon, would Elijah be one who'd ask him to hold him in his hand while he like does the like cross-legged like yes I'm like a lord pose, or would he do like paint me like one of your French girls across the giant's shoulders as he's being carried?
He would 100% ask him to hold him like a royal.
Just got his open palm, Scoon's just like yes. Hi.
Yes. Oh,
Hi, peasants below me.
exactly.
Okay. Need to get the picture in my head for when it occurs.
Guys are so are any of you gonna ask him if he'll carry you?
Nah.
I'm good.
Oh.
No.
I will.
No one
Sweet.
likes being in the snow.
I mean, how often do you get to be carried by a giant? This is exciting. Let's go.
What do you say?
Well, let's see. Let's think. How would she ask? She'd probably. Hold on. Let me lower the music too, really quick, because I think for me it's too loud for the stream. It's good music though. I like that jazzy number you played at the beginning. Okay. So is he like paying attention to her, or does she have to like get his attention?
seems to just be walking. You'd probably have to get his attention.
I don't know. How do you get the attention of a giant? I guess you. I don't know. Could she like tap his leg?
Like, hey, I mean, he can hear you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know how tall is the giant.
Is huge. So he is. Let me see if I can pull up a picture for you guys. Actually,
I just need like feet. I'm just trying to think if she would yell because she would think he couldn't hear her. Just obnoxiously scream.
It would probably make sense to yell, but not like super loud. You'd be like up to his knees, basically.
Oh, okay. Alright, knee height. Excuse me, Mr. Harshnag. You did offer previously to carry us. I was wondering if that offer still stood.
It's the whole page.
Wow, he's a big boy.
You go. That's what it.
So we're small, right?
You guys are all medium creatures.
Oh, we're medium.
And it is huge.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Zoom in. Oh, I got you. Yeah, knees. I was looking at large. Whoops.
Yeah, the one in the background is gargantuan. That's
That's horrible, and I hate it.
This is a great little chart.
Yeah, it's.
I want to fight it.
I'll send it in the Discord as well.
Yeah, that's
So he's approximately 20 feet tall.
Oh, we are so far north.
This landscape seems sort of familiar to you.
It does.
Is he carrying me or not? I asked already.
Oh, Toadie, do you know
Yeah,
this?
sorry. He looks down at you and he says, sure. He reaches down his hand and holds it out for you.
Crushes her.
No, just smashes her. No.
he picks you up and he's like, yeet! And just
Aw, does he keep her in his hands or does he like put her somewhere?
on his shoulder.
Yes. She looks super excited.
Aww.
She's like, thank you so much. I've never met a giant before. I'm quite excited about it.
To be thinning up there.
You're just jealous.
All right. He says, get used to this type of hospitality.
He's not used to, or he is?
No, he's telling you shouldn't get used to that kind of hospitality from giants.
Oh.
He seems to be suggesting. He seems to be suggesting that most
Are not nice. Yeah, it's like, what? She's like, oh. She's like, well, I mean, I've met a few giants that are quite nice, but I suppose most of them have tried to hurt us, so that does make sense.
Yes, that is the typical. I don't think you would know what that is. Typical want of giants. And he just keeps walking as you all. Seems like he knows Common, but he's not as fluent in Common, so he speaks very slowly. Speaking in Giant earlier to Bellaman, he seemed more affluent. You wouldn't have been able to understand that. You also have the 3 tieflings with you all. So in total there are 11 of you if you count the giant and the goat.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Too many people.
You guys keep walking, and for the rest of this day, nothing really happens. Eventually, you set up camp. I suppose sleep for the night, and after you wake up, you feel just a little bit stronger as you have now officially leveled up. And by the way, you can stop me at any point if there's something specific you guys want to do while you're going.
Why I feel so powerful.
Yeah, I have to restart my laptop, so
Okay.
Poor Scooby.
I want to do stuff, but I'm not there.
Oh, are you restarting right now?
Yeah.
Alright.
Right.
Let's wait. I'm actually gonna burb unless people gotta do something important, but I will be back. You can continue if you want, or we'll wait for Scum.
Oh, I mean, I'll
It's up to you
continue a
guys.
little.
I can talk to anybody, anyways.
Yeah, I
at
just
any
need 2
time.
minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, I'll just wait a second. So how are all? Well, actually, I guess the stream people wouldn't be able to hear me anymore. How are you four doing?
I'm good.
Yeah,
Good.
doing great.
Yeah.
Realized I picked a spell and didn't add it to my character sheet, so we're gonna do that.
Oh,
real
no.
fast.
Uh-oh.
I picked the spell for leveling up and didn't put it actually on my sheet. I was like, yeah, I'll take that spell, and just stopped. Didn't think
What spells did you? What spell did you take, Bellman?
Let me see. Level 3 ranger, so I can make sure that this is the right spell. I am going to take Wait. Hold it. 1 second. Did I misread? Oh no, I can't take that spell level. I gotta pick. I am going to take. Where is it? I'm going to take silence.
Are we not done leveling up yet? I'm so ashamed of all of you.
I leveled. I forgot to add it to my sheet.
I am judging you with my eyes.
There it is. I got the spell. It's gonna make things fun but awkward probably at points in the future. That'll be fine.
What was the spell?
Silence. I make a 30-foot area around me. There's
Oh.
no noises.
Ooh, yeah, nice.
No noises exist. And
Wow,
any
I
spell-
wonder when you're gonna use that. I have no idea.
any spell that has a verbal component doesn't work.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, because the person can't speak. This that's the spell.
Oh, that's funny.
Is Soon back as well?
I mean, I've got the actual Roll20 up, but I don't have Discord up just yet. I'm on my phone.
Gotcha.
June.
Well, I mean, this is really important, so I'll just get you for now,
Yeah.
especially.
Yeah.
So you guys keep through the snow. Hold on. Just actually you don't seem to encounter anything major. You see much wildlife around these parts. It's very snowy, so if you were gonna see anything, it would probably be some foxes or something like rabbits, perhaps. But you haven't seen anything like that yet. Wolves. You could also run into wolves.
No.
Or bears, even probably. Yeah. But for now, you don't seem to run into anything. For now, you don't seem to run into anything. And another uneventful day passes. And you all set up camp for the night. So when you guys set up camp, are you doing like shifts for watching?
I'd assume
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. No, who has what jobs to set up a camp?
I mean, Turid pretty much lived here, so I'm good at like the
Well,
whole
that-
setting a fire and setting up camp stuff.
I assume no one would trust Nora with anything other than like getting wood. So I assume that's what he's doing.
And then,
I can take a watch shift at any moment. I'm good at watching.
Yeah, she would do watch shift.
also,
Is-
when we send Noir for wood, he goes with someone else goes with him.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys.
Turid-
You know what? I'll go with Nor. I don't want to have like 2 clerics out or with him. Anything
Okay.
like that.
So you guys go and get all these things and set up camp. I won't make you make a check for this because it's not too hard to find the stuff you need, despite the that you're in.
Although to be honest, I'm not very strong, so I can't carry much wood. I do have a bag of holding though, so I can just put it in there. Never mind.
As you guys go to sleep for the night, are you doing watching in shifts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm. Yep, good plan.
In what order are you guys switching off?
Oh, how many we have? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, like I personally don't care what order she's in.
Oh.
I was gonna
Want to
say,
roll initiative?
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say we can just do 2-hour shifts and then just go around in like the circle of our characters currently are in.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
We'll start with like we can start with Noir and go around, I guess.
Mhm.
Okay, sure.
So it'd be like what? It'd be Noir, Turid, Belle, Harmony, Elijah, and then Ella just wakes up early, I guess. Really?
Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Okay. So yeah, that's
When does the goat do its watch?
Yeah, he needs to pull his weight around here.
Get a job.
Get a job, goat.
So,
Apparently the goat disappears at night.
you all go
It's in the trees, waiting, watching.
you all go to sleep. Playing a game of werewolf now.
Yeah.
You all go to sleep.
Close your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Werewolves, put your thumb away. Who's taking first shift? Did you say?
Noir?
Yeah, Noir gets first shift.
No, I got first shift.
Right. So you all go to sleep.
And leave Noir alone. Good plan.
Good plan. Let's see how this goes.
That's why he gets first shift. No one falls into too deep a sleep.
Immediately after everybody goes to sleep, you suddenly. It seems like everything gets. You suddenly can't really hear even like the rustling of leaves or the tent or anything. It's just. And actually, you get a very strange sensation to come outside.
Oh, great.
Is this a sensation to what? Sorry. No, Discord, please.
I can't.
Yeah, I can't hear Carson.
No.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
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 Okay. Strange sensation that to go outside.
Oh, okay. To go
Is
outside.
calling, as if something is calling you out there, but you can't actually hear anything.
Okay.
Only you experience this.
Okay.
Uh
So everyone else is just nice and asleep. Oh God.
oh. Should I roll against that or is it
It's anything forcing you to come outside. You just get a very strange feeling. So you don't. It's not like I'm making you go outside. You just get a strange calling to go.
Okay, he might look outside, but he would not go outside.
As you look outside, the snow is coming down pretty hard, but you see a figure leaning up against a tree not too far from your tent.
Who's closest to me? Who am I waking up?
I don't know. Who would you want to
It
Bird
seems-
was next.
Yeah.
Yeah, where would
They're
you want
all
to
they're
sleep?
all in a tent. So
Well, okay, so I'm imagining Nora seeing something. He's like, "Oh, that's so cool, guys!" He's be touching who's ever closest,
Hitting
to
someone.
shaking them away. Guys, look at this! Look, guys, look at this! I see somebody over there.
the closest person, I guess, would be actually who? Where do you guys think who would sleep closest to the door?
That's
I
what I'm
feel
saying,
like
though.
Turd might.
Yeah, Elijah would
I
too.
admit. I have no
Sneaky
opinion.
people at the door.
I mean, yeah, I have no care. For all I
I
care, we
would
can roll
say-
the dice and see
Yeah,
who
like,
it
I don't
is.
know
So
how big
I would
this
probably,
tent
I would
is.
probably shake Turret. Then I think it sounds
Okay,
like.
turret.
Okay, Turd, you
We're best friends after
wake
all.
up. And actually, do you say anything, Reg, when you go to wake up?
It's like there's a thing.
I'd be trying to be excited. He'd be like, "Look, I think I see something."
When you were saying this, the words don't come out. You don't hear anything. But she does. But touching her, shaking her, does seem to wake her up. Or you wake up to
Sure, I
see
guess
Reg
Turd will-
standing above you.
Okay,
Okay.
Turd looks very confused. Is like,
I thought he was
Literally
like,
just
sitting on
went
the
down to
ground.
sleep.
it's like, Turd isn't over yet.
You tried to say that?
Try to say that, but the words don't
Yeah, I
come out.
would. Oh, even for me. Oh, and then okay, so I start to freak out a little
Somebody
bit.
cast a
Yeah.
silence spell.
Yeah.
The thing that Bellman just-
Bellamin?
Yeah, just like.
This is actually just a ruse. It's just Bellamin, like, shut
Oh,
up.
but yeah. Haha, secretly been final boss entire time.
Yeah,
Um,
you tried
Oh.
Bellman and the goat. We've
Yeah.
been training them the whole time.
I feel like Turd would kind of
low-key
sit up
glitch.
and keep trying to say something, not hearing it, and then probably get really frustrated and like bang her fist on the ground.
Banging your fist on the ground, it doesn't make a noise either.
All right.
Alright, well, I point at the shape I see in the
As
distance.
Reg, as you look back to point at it, it's gone.
Yes.
I guess Turd would kind of grab her maul
much
and
did-
like. What?
Never mind. I was gonna ask Reg something,
And
but
kind of nudge Elijah awake.
up Elijah. Elijah, you are awake. You can't hear or say anything.
Oh, I don't
Uh,
like this. I look
It's a
around.
dream come true.
Turd would kind of mouth to him like, "I can't hear anything." Like,
Don't-
you know, make a mouth with her hands and like shake her head and be like,
We're playing charades.
I don't
Yeah.
speak.
As you start to do this, you guys suddenly forget.
Okay, that'd probably be in the middle of me saying, "I can't hear anything," way too loud, and probably
Yelling
waking
it.
everyone up.
What was that?
I'm assuming I'm still asleep, so I'm just gonna.
I probably would have been yelling that.
Yeah,
so I
the
may
other
have
three
woken
of you are
everyone up.
still like this.
Oh no!
I mean,
Yell very loud.
if she yells, I'm gonna do that thing. You ever seen like a dog that's asleep and then you like rest and it freaks out for a second? Goes, what's going on?
Actually,
It's like,
at the yelling, the one of the Tiefling brothers runs into your tent. They had their own small tent set up for the three of them. One of the Tiefling brothers runs in and says, "What's the issue? What's going on?"
well, I'm gonna say one thing. So we're sharing a tent, right? Our whole party's in one tent. Is what you're saying?
We're real cozy.
That's a real big tent. And two,
Yeah, we need a real big tent.
how tall is that ceiling? Considering Bellaman just freaked out and stood up.
Did we tear the tent down?
Yeah, it said did Bell just pull it from its spikes and it's now wrapped in tent, freaking out because he just heard a loud scream.
I would say you push up on the tent, but it's just tall enough to where it doesn't get pulled out of the ground. It just stretches.
Oh
Okay,
my
guys,
god.
there's a stretch as Bellaman, because I said Bellaman pulled like that freaking like that dog thing where a dog freaks out because it got woken up by a loud noise. What?
Oh!
Woof, woof, woof. What's going on?
But yeah, you
My
guys are all
gods.
awake.
Are we going to get any sleep tonight?
What is going on? Yeah,
I guess Turd looks at Noir is like, "What the hell just happened?"
I know, but that was cool, wasn't it?
What do you mean that was cool? We just lost all sense of sound.
I roll
That
back
doesn't
up.
happen every day. That's pretty cool.
Oh my god.
Turd just groans.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Don't make me make a separate tent.
What
mean,
about our cuddle pile?
Do you guys go back to sleep, or do you do anything else?
I think if anything, Turd would probably be like, "It's fine. I'll take watch now, and I'll like go sit outside, make a tiny little fire or if the fire's still going, which probably, I sit by that with my maul."
Okay.
Yeah, if
I mean,
Turd's
yeah.
taking a shift, I'll help her because we have enough people to cover the rest of the night, anyways.
You guys go through this
Rest of the night.
all these shifts, and nothing happens. Shifts.
Okay.
All right.
Eventually, you all wake
That
up in
was
the
fun.
morning.
Hey.
I would have made time to do my little prayers and stuff like that, like I usually do.
Same for Harm.
Yeah, I think Nor has to do prayers too, so I think he does.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are though.
Every morning we just have it's just like it's just me and Ella just staring at the rest of the party, like sitting next to each other, each doing weird different morning prayers. Just
Elijah does his before he goes to sleep.
Turd doesn't have any, so she's right there
Oh,
with you.
you're right.
Yeah, the three of us just sort of like sit
Yeah.
and eat, and we're like, "So, how'd you sleep?"
Yeah. It's Harmony. Oh, bro God, give me my spells, Reg. Oh,
What's up,
Moon
bro?
God, give me my spells.
Hey,
I
yeet
feel
my foes away.
I yeet my fears away.
Delivering us from our morning yeets.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like Ella would appreciate, like, what they were doing. Like, she wouldn't make fun of it, but, like, she wouldn't participate. Like, she doesn't have a
Yeah.
person to pray to or whatever.
Alright. What are we doing this morning?
So I suppose you guys continue on traveling.
Do we want to start traveling already?
I mean, anything better said.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is there
I mean,
something
do you say
you'd
that in
like to
character?
do? Yeah, I think he's asking the character.
I'd like to spar with Turret, but we could just go if you want. Doesn't matter.
Who wants breakfast?
Breakfast.
Me!
I want to fight. Who wants food?
So,
Half of us fight, half of us go to food. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like, I want food.
Nora
Ella
sounds
would
like-
help Harmony cook. 100%.
Hey.
Nor
Turret
would
and
try, but
Elijah
I'm pretty
are
sure they would not let
outside.
him.
we're doing the Full Metal Alchemist, like Al and his brother, just fighting.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are sparring.
Yeah.
While the rest of you are cooking breakfast.
Yeah.
And
I
you
mean, It's good,
you
it's
have
good. It's good morning entertainment.
Yeah.
Take a bite of bread. Go takes a bite of bread. Take a bite of bread while watching this.
have a sort of nice, relatively peaceful morning. Nothing really happens other than the breakfast and the sparring. Through all this.
It's actually really pretty out here.
Having a great
Yeah,
time.
it's actually-
We're having a lovely camping time.
It's very, very, very beautiful out here. And are you guys going to continue traveling, or are you going to do anything else?
Yeah, let's get the move on.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah,
I
we
got.
can
nothing.
Let's skedaddle.
You guys continue walking, you guys continue walking, and after a while, you actually see snow foxes sort of running towards you. But as they get to you, they just sort of start running in circles around you. It's a very sort of beautiful sight of nature. They don't seem to be threatening. They're just sort of running in circles around you. If any of you have seen Erased, it's like that.
I shoot
I
them
don't-
with an arrow.
No!
No.
Everyone collectively.
It's
No!
just like that Twitch video.
That's
the
the
cutest thing I've seen in the world.
It's so good. I
Oh,
mean-
it doesn't say in here.
If the-
How does speak to animals work?
I don't shoot one.
Can you speak to animals?
Say,
Yes,
Oh
I
my
can.
God.
hey,
No
yeah.
way.
as you say,
Speak with animals. Although it is limited by the intelligence of the beast, you can understand and speak with beasts. You learn about the beast's experiences over the last day, as well as local places and creatures.
All right, I speak to the animals.
Oh my God, yes!
Hey. You
Nice.
speak. I believe you can only speak. Actually,
Oh my God.
sorry.
Bless you.
Sneezes
Bless
right in
you,
your
bless
face.
you.
Yeah, the fox sneezes at you.
How would a fox
They
sneeze?
all have colds. Funny enough.
I don't know if it
Yeah.
lets you speak to like as many as you want, or
We can look up the spell.
Come on, let him
Say.
speak. Let him be Dr. Doolittle, please.
I mean, if I tell you beasts, you can understand and speak with beasts. I guess it says beasts, so sure.
Yeah.
They all speak the same
Yes.
language, right? Let's go.
What do you say to these foxes?
Oh man,
What
what's
does
going
the
on,
fox
friends?
say?
God damn it.
Yeah, Carson, what does the fox say?
What does the fox say?
What does the fox say? Let's go.
oh boy.
How smart's a fox?
Yeah, how smart is the
Uh,
fox?
Got like an int of 2. This fox can only say like food.
I feel like they're smart because they're
The foxes
sly.
seem to be sort of laughing. It seems like they're maybe playing with each other and having fun.
Cute.
Cute.
Oh, that's cute.
The best
Um,
day.
and- What did you say to it, Reg? Did you say?
I
What's
said,
up, friends?
"Hi, friends. What's going on today?"
They look sort of a little shocked by hearing this from you.
I have a
but,
question.
and
When
they-
Nor speaks to animals, does he sound like screechy or whatever, like a fox? Like, what do we hear?
I
I just
don't
started screaming.
know.
Like,
They
is he,
really-
I'm just curious if he like says it like in common, and we're all like, "Oh, he's saying hi," or if he's
Yeah,
just
this
like,
is a better
"Ree!" and we're
description
like, "What?"
Ree!
This is a better description of it.
Sorry, I'm asking
Gain the
you all
ability
the
to
hard
comprehend and
questions.
verbally communicate with beast federation. The knowledge and awareness of beast intelligence. Beast can give you information. Okay. It doesn't say.
You can just.
I'm just gonna
I've seen it
assume that
both
you're
ways.
talking normally.
Yeah.
We're
Aw.
talking normally, and they sound like foxes, but to you, they sound like you can
Mhm.
understand. And you ask. They know Tar does. You. How they're doing? They say. One of them speaks up and says, we're just having a nice day running through the mountains. Who are you?"
I'm Nor, he says happily. He introduces himself.
The fox says, I'm Kit.
No.
This is my friend, Bit.
Yay!
And they're just sort of both looking up at you.
I guess I'd ask if anyone else came through here recently.
They say, no one like you. Not any I guess they wouldn't know the word traveler. They say, no one of your looks.
What about a big guy like this? Our friend here, the giant. I point towards the giant.
Are you talking to that thing?
The thing sort of looks up at the giant and says, "Oh, the scary big people." He looks at you and says, "We see them sometimes, but we try to stay away."
Is there a place you see them a lot?
Is he asking questions to that fox?
I'm
Everyone looking
I'm
at-
pretty
he
sure he's
talking?
talking to the fox.
Yeah, you guys all see this. You cannot understand a word the fox is saying, so it could just be that Nora's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you actually
Yeah.
understand that thing, or are you, you just didn't say?
The
You
fox,
know at this point.
the fox looks at you and says, I'm sorry, we don't know."
Why is it looking at me?
The other one that's not really talking to Reg is just staring at you.
Why is it looking at me? What did you tell it?
I think you should
Down and
wave.
kind of like hold out her hand.
Yeah, you should say hello.
Yes, sure. Yeah, you hold out his hand, and the fox just sort of walks up. Actually, the fox looks at Reg and says, "Is this your friend?"
Yeah, that's my friend. She's a nice lady.
The fox walks up to Turd and sort of licks your hand a little bit.
Oh, awesome.
Turd
You
kind of.
get your hands off my friend.
Turd just pushes Elijah backwards into the snow and then continues to pet the fox.
The fox,
He's like,
the fox
"Don't scare
gladly
it."
lets you pet
I want to pet the fox too.
it. Sure, you guys all pet these foxes.
Everyone, pet the foxes.
And you have a nice little time with these two foxes. After about 10 minutes, the spell wears off, Reg.
Okay.
You understand that.
Mhm.
All right.
I can't believe you can talk to animals, and I did not know until this moment.
This is the most exciting day I've ever had.
I know.
We've been so busy fighting, we haven't gotten to talk to animals. I love talking to my.
Does that mean when you were with the chicken that you were talking to the chicken?
Wait a
What
minute.
chicken?
D-
I do
what-
not remember this.
Oh man, in like the first village or something, you were like,
nice
"There's a
start. You were
chicken."
like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know,
I
but
don't
there was a
remember that.
chicken, and you were like,
It's when the
obsessed.
goblins were putting like pumpkins on their heads and running
Yes.
around
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like one of the
Yeah.
first encounters we had. You
I
were like,
guess.
"Is there a chicken
I
there?"
definitely did not have this spell yet, though.
Oh, okay.
So-
You did not talk to the chicken, but there was a
Oh.
chicken.
yeah, there was the chicken. I did not talk to it. No.
You didn't even talk to Turi.
Oh, that's right. You
Ooh.
don't even talk to the goat.
Yeah, current.
I don't know.
So funny. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
confused why a goat is swallowed us. So I
Oh, it's
haven't
gonna be real weird if we talk to the goat. Because currently only Belle does. Only Belle under talks. It's gonna get real weird.
But yeah,
Sounds
you
like
the foxes eventually run away from you. There's sort of a trail of their footprints in a circle around you guys.
So can all of you do stuff like that?
I wish.
What can you guys?
Also,
Talk to
the
foxes.
the foxes said that that there were some
that
giants
hard.
that are here sometimes, but they try to stay away. Doesn't sound like they're too recently seen. I tell the.
Actually, hold it. When Scoom is like, can all of you like do that? Belle's gonna come and goes like, could you not understand them?
Can you not?
Can you not talk to foxes? Awkward.
We all can speak to animals except for Allie.
And as you said that, Scoom, Belle's gonna be like, as you like, no, he's gonna look at you and go, that explains a lot about why you are the way you are.
Hey, hey, you don't know
Hey.
me.
But yeah, you guys continue on with the rest of your actually settle down for camp again.
Yep.
And you all I assume go to sleep for the night unless you have anything else you want to do.
I mean, I think-
Tonight,
Oh,
I'm
fine.
setting a separate tent with just me and Turret if she.
Aw.
Such a jelly boy.
Urrid's a little on edge, and she's gonna take watch for like a couple hours. She offers to be the first one to take
who-
watch.
Elijah would.
Okay, Turd, you go first. Who
I
goes?
would volunteer to do it too.
Ali will go second,
I'll
and
go
then
third.
he'll just keep watch outside of our
All right,
tent.
Nora will go fourth then.
I guess I'll go fifth.
Okay.
I think we should take watch together. No, do you think you should do it alone?
Eh,
He likes the company, so he's okay with that.
So you guys,
I think I know how to take a spell.
you guys all do your thing. The first watch goes without any problems. Goes without any problems. Third watch goes without any problems.
What about the fourth watch?
Hold on.
What about the
Checking
Overwatch?
something.
I don't think he was gonna tell us that point.
Who was fourth watch?
Nora is.
Ah,
Like, we're doing it together,
damn
but
it.
I just imagine that their session is, like, longer because there's two
Yeah.
of them. But, like, she wouldn't want to leave him alone.
wait.
Unless you
Okay.
volunteered to watch too, but I didn't hear anybody
No.
else say they
I was
wanted to.
thinking because if I know first watch is Turret, second watch is Elijah. Who was third?
Me and Noir.
I will.
Because
Oh,
That's
yeah.
third. Okay, so then fourth watch is I don't know. Okay.
Fourth
Nora
watch.
still. I assume that we go 3 and 4 is Nora and
Okay.
Yeah,
Cruella.
like, we're both doing shifts, but together. So 3 and
Gotcha.
4 is Ella
The
and
third
Noir.
watch goes without any problems. The fourth watch, however,
Okay.
Well, good thing we're together.
No.
Unless it's bad. Then I'm gonna wish I was asleep.
the fourth watch
Oh, someone's cast a meteor on us.
suddenly everything goes silent,
Ooh, the music. Now I know why you paused.
and yeah, suddenly everything goes silent, and what? Oh, here you go. Corella, what is your HP?
Oh no.
Oh.
Sign.
Friend,
Yeah.
I think 39.
Okay.
Oh god, am I gonna die?
Okay.
Yeah, my HP is 39.
Well, Reg, as soon as you start this, you and Corella, I assume you're outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we have 2 tents now, so we'd have to be
Yeah.
outside. Right?
Yep. I'm outside.
Yeah.
We're outside.
Suddenly feel this sudden silence again. And you pass out.
She passes out.
unconscious.
Oh, rad.
I do or he does? Or we
Do.
both do?
You are completely unconscious.
Who?
Me.
Okay.
Rella.
I got
Unfortunately, I can't say why, but there's no way to avoid this.
Am I losing hit
Oh,
points or am
good.
I like asleep?
Just straight up unconscious.
Okay.
Oh no.
And Reg, immediately upon this happening, you see the same exact figure you saw the other night. About 20 feet away from you, wearing a hood, and so it's hard to see their face from here. They do not seem to be approaching. They're just standing there.
I don't know what to do, you guys. Can I shake her awake? She closes up.
I think you can try, but I don't think I'm waking up. I don't know, Carson. What happens?
Hold on. Sorry, let me check something.
Plot twist. I just died.
This is how he does it. Picks us off one at a time.
This is how
I
I
have a
know
question.
Killing people.
What's the distance on a hand axe for throwing it?
Oh, you do have throwing ones, don't you?
Wait. Okay. So what? Tell me what you did first. Did you try to
Yeah.
shake Corella
Yeah.
awake?
Yes.
Her, and she wakes up.
I'm not dead.
Immediately upon Corella waking up,
Wait, what happened?
Mysterious.
immediately upon you waking up, the figure disappeared.
Oh.
Something wants to talk to Reg alone.
Okay. Is there such thing as like the Sandman or anything, or any children's bedtime stories he'd remember right now?
I don't think anything particular like this comes to mind now.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
You passed out. Are you okay?
I mean, I'm fine, but that was horrible. what did you see?
Surprisingly, Corella, it was actually just sort of peaceful for you. It just
Oh.
felt like you suddenly got.
Never mind. I feel
extremely-
totally refreshed and wonderful. What
I
happened?
feel awesome.
Yeah, I feel great.
I would describe the hooded man. What was the description again?
It's because of the thickness of the snow and the hood. He just looked like a hooded figure.
Humanoid.
I guess.
Yeah. Was it tall, or was it giant, or was it normal sized, or how big was it?
Tall for I guess relatively tall for a person, but not like a medium-sized creature.
Okay, so there was this really tall guy because Nora's super short.
It's okay.
That's fair.
And he had a
6'5"
hood on, I think. It was super weird, and then you just passed out. That's the description of things.
She would look kind of surprised at the description, I think. You sure you didn't see anything else?
No, there was too much snow.
Hmm. It looks like she wants to say something, but she doesn't say anything else except this is the second night in a row that this has happened, and you're kind of the common denominator. It does,
Yikes.
yeah.
Nah.
It does seem a little bit unusual. I feel like we should be careful the next evening, because I feel like this will happen again.
Mm-hmm. 2 people should probably be awake at a given time.
I don't know if anyone in our party has any sort of protective stuff that we could even.
I just
be
have
doing before
danger
bed.
sense. Danger sense will help anything.
Is
I
that
was just
only
hoping
if
it would help
someone's
me.
attacking?
Else?
Yeah, is it how that works?
That's if she can see it.
Yeah, she has to see it.
It's so you can gain an uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving you an edge when you dodge danger. So you have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see, such as traps and spells. To gain this benefit, you can't be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. Oh, so if it's deafened, because there's no sound, right? So I guess that would
Are
count.
effectively deafened
Mm-hmm.
when that happens.
Well, heck.
Okay. I do have detect good and evil.
That is true.
As long as I'm unconscious, alert really doesn't do anything for me.
This kind of stinks.
Do I have anything for you ignore?
I can counter or dispel, but I would have to be seeing the person doing it, and they are a mysterious figure. So.
Yeah.
And we leave the other 3 tieflings out as bait.
Oh, wow.
just rope them to a tree.
Eli's just like, that's not a bad idea.
This got dark very quickly.
Oh, I can use
That was
I
not
can
in
use detect
character, by
evil
the
and
way.
good. I can use detect evil and good, but that's only going to tell me if it's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
Okay, I can
It's
technically.
within 30 feet of you, and
Yeah.
you have to be able to. I mean, you don't have to be able to see it, but it's like you'd have to. Feet of you, basically, you'd have to be able to see it, unless it was
Also with this thing, because how it's working, if any of your spells have the little V for verbal, they're not. We can't use them because it's casting fucking silence.
I can technically.
Oh.
So how long does a shift in the night last?
It's up to you guys.
Like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, 2 or 3 hours.
Every night that we sleep, our stuff resets. Is that how that works?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. I technically have detect magic, and it lasts 10 minutes, but depending on how long she sits with Reg, I could technically just use up my slots, just casting it continually, because I do get a reaction if I detect magic within 30 feet of me. So I wonder if, like, that's something I could do. I don't know, I'm gonna try that next night. Let's do it, whatever. But there's nothing we can do about it now.
Sounds
but
good. Yeah.
We'll do watch again, see if it works.
You guys continue on with the next day, and as you are actually traveling, you get to about here when you notice there's actually been a very large avalanche.
Do you guys let us know when you wake up? What
Hold on,
happened?
that's gonna cover you guys. Let me just.
I mean, yeah, she would keep everybody informed of what happened, but it would just be the same as yesterday. Like, they don't have any new information, just that it happened again.
There seems to be a very large avalanche here that seems to be basically completely blocking your path. There's rock. It
Turin,
seems
you
like
said you know this area, right?
Bird?
Yeah.
With that,
you might not know this
Familiar-
exact area, but you definitely
Enough.
so I have a question. It's with the blizzard there. Does that mean it's just like difficult terrain to like pass through it? Or...
in some places it might be possible for you to find a way through. It seems like it's more than just difficult terrain. It's like almost completely blocked.
Okay.
What about our giant friend? Can he traverse it?
Friend may be able to traverse it. Yes.
I
So we
guess
just
It
wanna
Turd
would be
looks
different.
up. I guess Tur would look up and be at our giant friend that's name is escaping me. And is
Harshnag.
Harshnag. Yeah.
and she's just like, how do we go about going around this?
He looks at you and he says, best idea would be to go around. It's just like up and around this way. He says it would take longer, but he doesn't seem to be in a rush for option to go that way.
I mean, we don't have shovels. We
Yes, I think we go that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
don't have much
Do
of a
you have
choice.
anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do what Harshnag suggests.
What are their names?
It's
Larry
Derek,
and Curly.
Derek. It's Derek, Darren, and Daryl.
Yeah. Do you have any magic? Besides
D3.
shooting lightning bolts, so I don't know.
Oh, magic.
Anybody want to melt the snow?
They don't seem to have any
Oh.
ideas of how they could get past that. No.
I mean, I could cast Fireball a bajillion times.
Yeah, and I got the flame
it seems like it would be
hands.
possible to clear it, but it would probably take longer to clear your way through it than it would to just
And
go.
walk around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is a plot device. Let's go,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is ridiculous that you could even suggest that.
Sorry. Sorry, ominous voice in the sky.
Yeah. Screw it. We're gonna tunnel our way through.
Yeah, let's follow Harshnag.
Absolutely can't.
No curse,
you think
tombstone.
if you think that'd be a better option, you're very much welcome to.
To do what?
Let's go.
I do not recommend.
I didn't hear the suggestion, but
I was joking.
Tunneling
that
our way
ju-
through.
Yeah, just
Oh.
tunneling our way through.
Yeah, see you
I
on the other
put all
side,
the
buddy.
snow in my bag of holding.
I mean,
Wow, that'd be amazing if that could work.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you guys aren't going to do anything else, you
Yeah.
make your way a bit more north, and I assume set up camp for the night.
You're
Yep.
So,
All
let
right.
me get this straight.
Okay. I know what's happening.
What music? I mean, no,
what music?
what magic do you people do? I don't even know.
You can't just ask people what kind of magic they do. It's rude.
Wow.
Oh well, I don't
Wow.
even know what you people do. That's why I'm asking.
Who is that towards? Sorry, I cut out there.
The
Is it me?
magic users, just all of you guys.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about magic.
I mean, I don't feel like she would really have a good grasp on her own magic to really be able to give you a good answer.
That's an answer enough. I feel like for her.
Yeah, it's like I don't actually have an answer for you. It's kind of part of why
Yeah.
I'm
like,
adventuring
okay,
myself. Yeah.
So, how did you people get your magic in the first place?
I got it.
My god gives it to me.
I was taught it by my uncle.
Your god, your uncle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does he work at Nintendo, Hammy?
Wow.
No.
have you
He
met your
showed
god
me.
or something? How does?
Ella was born with her magic.
Forgot to give you a deeper answer, Reg. I'll do it after this session.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Well, like if you like, he just kind of feels out his magic. I imagine, just kind of like, I think I can do this, and then does it. I feel like, so far at least, that's what it's mostly been like.
There isn't exactly how it works and it varies between worlds and DMs, but how it works in this world, you don't necessarily direct contact with your god. You can't just talk to them and they can talk back to you at any time, but they can or talk to you or have some sort of meeting if they so choose. And as well, there are spells like divination that Cassidy has, where you can talk to your god, but of course that's in a slightly different way.
That's
Mhm.
big.
You don't. It's not just like you call them up. on
What's
the-
up?
Yeah.
What's
Hello?
up, bro? What's up, bro?
So, did you have magic people in your family? Since you were born with it?
No, not that I know of. No.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Let's see.
I just kind of imagine Nor describing his magic like how they describe like a one for all. You just feel it in your like butt.
force.
Like,
Nor's butt clenches, and then
It's just
he
funny that
does
he-
his magic. Yeah.
The pucker.
It's what spell he activates depends on which butt muscle
Which
she's clenching at that
muscle-
moment. He's like,
Yeah.
he's like the upper glutes.
Yeah, he's
At
like,
least when
guys,
he's doing
something's
his
wrong. I
divine
can feel it in my
smite."
butt.
Yeah.
At least divine smite. That's what I imagined he's like thinking. Is like
Clench.
it's gotta clench.
The harder I clench,
activate.
the more I can smite.
Man. I can't. I imagine Reg is like, okay, I'm at level 5 smite. I gotta clench as hard as I can.
If he's actually
Tons of
describing it
steel.
in this way, Curl is gonna look kind of.
No, he wouldn't. Scoom didn't ask that, but that's how I imagine it.
I was like, if you're talking about like butt clenching, she's gonna look a little horrified.
Yeah, no, I don't think he'd say that. Like
Okay.
in this context, right? That's how I imagine it right now.
Yeah.
At least.
I
Fair.
remembered in that one fight you just got really big. Do you just have stuff like that? Is that just your magic?
Sometimes it'd be like that.
Yeah, can I just answer that? Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes it'd be like
So
that.
your magic just works like that.
I tend to have unexpected side effects.
Side effects?
sometimes when my magic happens. Things I can't explain and things that
Magic
just
side
happen.
effects.
I mean, you
That sounds
asked.
so unsafe.
I mean, you did ask. I don't know if you've noticed. Yes, I randomly turned into a giant-sized person once. It wasn't fun. I don't.
I mean,
I don't have an explanation as to
Never.
why those things happen, but my magic is sort of, quote unquote, wild in that way. Wink, wink.
By the way, I should tell you, Corella, I have made some additions and changes to the Wild Magic Surge table.
You're evil.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, most of them were better than the original option.
Yeah,
Have you
that's
I
fine.
never
mean,
had a
sometimes it'd
teacher?
be like that, bro. You do what you gotta do.
Some of them I was just like, yeah, this will just kill you, so I should probably
Yikes.
change that.
All right, well then I appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, she would just explain it as being inexplainable, right? Like it's just I don't know why it happens. It just happens.
I mean, I look at the rest of the party. Do you have any thoughts on this? This is sort of big, in my opinion.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Vote her out of the group? I mean, like, what do you want her to do? That's just
We
like
want
how
to vote
it is.
Corella
Yeah.
off the island.
Yeah,
Our
right.
leader is a ticking time bomb.
I mean, I didn't say it was bad magic. To be fair, I just said other
Yeah,
magic
nothing bad has
happens.
happened. True.
Yeah, as far as you know, nothing horrible happens.
Have you
just
never had a teacher?
Nothing horrible visually has happened yet.
yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Nothing that you know about has been bad. It's
Yeah.
just been weird.
Also, are y'all worried? Bell's just gonna go and go. He's
Nah.
just gonna shrug. Just
He's
it's
not
magic.
really. Yeah, he's
That's
looking
how it
over.
goes.
But yeah, if that's all you guys want to talk about, I assume you set up camp for the night.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna get
Yup.
anything else out of this.
I mean, truthfully, there's not a lot that she can tell you about it besides that. It's not her
Well,
being
I-
secretive. It's
guys-
just she doesn't know.
Yeah.
Bird really
yeah.
wants
Maybe a
to.
teacher or something. I don't
Oh
know.
no,
You
no,
might need
she's never had a teacher. I'm sorry, I forgot you
Oh,
asked
wait.
that. She doesn't have a teacher because she just hasn't ever had a teacher.
Bird would very much like to take watch with Noir tonight,
The anti-mage. and the
in
mage.
case.
Okay, sure. You so who's taking what shift in what order?
I'll take the
Gosh.
last shift.
I
Or the
will-
shift after Nor. I'll take that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the shift where it's with Nor because he's been like the common denominator when stuff
Yeah.
happens. And every 10 minutes for let's see how many times can I cast this?
All right. Nora's also gonna be holding a hand axe. He's gonna
So-
chuck it if he sees him again.
We have 8 shifts, so we have 3 people on one shift, or 3 people on
the
3
next.
shifts, 1 on the next. So we need at least a beginner 1. So I guess, hey Harmon, you want to do a shift? You want to do the first shift?
Yeah.
Cool. We can pet my goat while we wait.
Okay.
Okay, so for she can do it for like the duration of like a hour and let me think about this math. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, she can do it for like an hour and a half technically before I can't do anything else. So for an hour and a
Okay.
half, she'll just cast that.
You're sharing your shift with Reg?
Yeah.
As is Turd.
Yeah, it's 3 of
Both
us
doing it.
with him. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'd like to have the reaction prepared with a hand axe. Or an action prepared. He's ready to chuck this.
He's gonna yeet that
Um,
across the forest.
Yeet.
Yeah, yeet.
Okay. So we're set.
Let me just check something real quick.
Have we had a first roll of the game yet?
Okay, so
Not
first
yet.
shift, nothing really happens. What shift is? I'm just gonna cut the chase here. What shift is Reg on?
What shift am I on?
Whatever one you want to
I
be
think
on,
it was-
Reg.
Yeah.
He's on, I believe, second, third,
Yeah.
and fourth shift.
Yeah. So anyone of the-
During the third shift, it's you, Corella, and Turd, correct?
yeah.
Okay. um.
I feel like I should have also stated that Turd probably has her weapon with her, because she ain't cool with this shit.
Okay. As you guys are just sort of sitting there, what? Oh, this is so confusing. As you guys are sort of sitting there, I would like, Reg, I'd like you to make a con save.
Okay. Do I have the plus? So all my auras, do I get that bonus too?
I believe so.
Okay. Equal to my charisma modifier. So I get +3 to this save. So it's a... I have it on disadvantage, but that's fine. It'd be a 9.
Okay, Reg, you are... First of all, you all suddenly... make sure of that. Okay, never mind. Reg, you are suddenly blinded. Can't see anything.
So I didn't detect any magic from that?
Upon this happening, you immediately... you don't know what happened because obviously visually he doesn't look any different. But you suddenly sense necromancy magic.
Uh-oh.
And can I see where this is coming from?
No, you cannot.
Am I silenced?
No. Immediately upon this happening, you Turrid and Corella, you all suddenly see this sort of pattern of color around you weaving through the air. It's just sort of appears for a moment and then vanishes. And I'd like both of you to make a wisdom save.
Uh-oh. Since I can see it, do I get any advantage? Probably not.
I do not believe danger sense affects.
You do get +3 though.
I do.
I assume you're in 10 feet.
Hopefully.
You both
We wise up in here. Let's go.
Ah, dang.
make it, and nothing happens. And upon nothing happening, Reg, you can suddenly see again.
Yo, that was weird. You guys got really dark there for a second.
And
Totally blacked out.
after that, nothing happens for the rest of the night.
On
I'm
my
just
shift, I
confused.
want to hide and scout around and see if I find any footprints.
Turrid would not go back to sleep after that. She'd probably stay with Elijah. At least
Elijah, roll
sit out front of the tent.
Elijah, roll me investigation. Elijah, near a nearby tree, and it's actually difficult for you to even spot this, but since you're doing it for your whole shift, tree, you find literally a single set of footprints, as in like somebody was standing in a spot, leaving there, and there's nothing going away from it.
I'm gonna climb the tree, see if I find anything in it.
You climb up the tree, you do not find anything. There are no leaves on the tree, so you don't.
Yeah. All right. I'll at least tell Bellaman where I saw the feet in the morning.
Okay. Bella's gonna walk.
Oh,
sorry. Continue.
You all wake up in the morning.
Okay. I mean, if he tells me where it is, Bellaman's gonna go there, and then I guess Bellaman will detect magic there first, and then try to track if he detects magic, or try to distract from the footprints. But first things first.
You do not detect any magic, and it seems impossible to track this because there's nothing leading away from it or towards it.
Okay.
I say to Turret, you know, Bellaman's a great tracker. He has this.
It's quite literally as if something appeared there and then disappeared.
Okay, so Bell's gonna sit there, check for a minute, and goes, stare at it, and he goes, something, and he's gonna look and go, and he's gonna look, point at it, and goes, teleportation. Can't track.
Oh,
Mage.
damn it.
And yeah, you
looks like
guys.
we have a magic user just chasing us around now, I guess.
Cool.
We should try to trap friends.
Yeah, so you guys sort of all know somebody is definitely following you. They haven't seemed to, or even attempted to attack you, but they are. There's definitely somebody who is not letting up, following you guys.
All right. Now we set a sneaky trap where they can't see us for once.
Oh.
And hold on, I'll be right back. Give me like 1 second.
Yeah. I mean,
Assuming we don't get to the Eye of the Allfather before we take our next rest.
yeah. I'm trying to think. I mean, you have invisibility. I have hidden step.
Yeah.
Both just go poof for a bit.
Yep.
But yeah, someone's teleporting there and back. That's horrifying.
Do we have anybody that can, I don't know, mess with the... Oh, no, we don't have a druid.
Yeah. Wait, what would you want them to do?
To like... Oh, wait, you have, do you have the one spell for hiding better?
Oh, I don't
like that.
because Natural Explorer, which is a ranger feat, just gives it to me. But to me.
Yeah, just to you.
Just to me, yeah. So I didn't take the spell since I just have it. Yeah.
What was
I
it
can't
called?
be
What's that
tracked.
spell called again?
There's a couple, like Pass Without Trace.
Yeah, that's the one where you can, like, cover up.
Yeah, you can't be
tracks.
tracked. Yeah, and you
Yeah.
get a bonus to stealth.
We do have a giant just following us around. They're still willing to try and fuck with us.
Okay, what are you guys talking about? What's going on?
We're just gonna keep. I guess tomorrow night no one sleeps. We just all stay up. We just wait.
Yeah.
Wait,
Nope.
Perla, do you have Fey ancestry?
Are you asking
Three.
me?
Yeah.
Corella, yes, would. Well, wait, no.
I was just curious because it says I can't be put to sleep. So I was just curious if
So out of character, I do have it, but I would
Okay.
never say so in character.
you never. Yeah, no, same. I was just curious.
Yeah. So like. Oh, that's true. So we have been. Yeah, being
Yeah.
charmed, magicked, and can't. Yeah, we have save. Yeah, you have advantage, but it doesn't mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't be put to sleep, but you do get advantage on saving throws. But yeah, I don't
Mhm.
know if I was technically asleep that time.
Yeah, you
or
might have been
what it
unconscious. I was just
so-
trying to figure out what was happening out of
I'm
character.
gonna be real with you. I forgot that was a thing.
That's,
that's
also
cool.
what I thought it might be.
I also
so I
forgot
was just
that was
kind
a
of,
thing.
Yeah, I was thinking. I forgot you had that ability when you were like, "What's your HP?" And then you fall asleep. I was like, "Okay, I know what happened here."
I was pretty sure what spell was being used.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought it
same.
was sleep, so I was just kind of like.
What's it sleep?
Yeah.
I don't know enough about
Yeah.
spells to know that out of
Yeah.
character. Okay. Whoops.
Sleep,
Yeah.
sleep only cares.
I don't
about
really go
HP.
here.
Yeah, I don't go here. I just. I
It was
just show
super
up.
magic sleep. It still works.
It's
Yeah.
cool. I'm not. It's not a big deal. I'm just
Mhm.
now I know for the future.
Yeah.
Just know that. Yeah,
Um,
gosh, Bacon, how dare you sleep me?
Sorry. Maybe you just got really tired.
I mean, look, it was a great nap. She wasn't even mad about it. She was like, "No, I
Yeah.
feel good. Yeah, it's great."
But yeah, okay, sure. You guys continue on with the next day. Wow. Okay, and again, nothing happens. You guys continue along this trail. You don't run into anything. Harshnag. Oh, that's a line. Not what I wanted.
Mhm.
Seems to not really mind the travel
Oh.
time. He seems used to this.
Harmony.
Hello.
I heard you say your parents were smiths or something once.
Oh yeah, they run a forge back at home.
How far away is that?
Oh, gosh,
How many miles? In what direction?
gosh, I don't even. I'm gonna be honest with you here, Allie. I don't even really know where I am right now.
Well, do I have a map? I have a map, right?
You do, but like you're kind of deep in the mountains. It's a very approximate showing of where you are.
I
on
can
this
like
map.
I just want to show like the actual continent and be like, where is it on just the map? For the future, you know, if we're close to it.
See, where
We-
would it be? Have I even looked at the map of D&D?
Did you decide a town?
Nope.
We'll do that later. We'll do that later.
Yeah.
Just don't worry about it.
Bookmark that.
I don't even know what the map of the world of D&D looks like.
Make it back to you make it to like a good point to go to sleep. And I assume you'll set up camp for the night. What are you guys gonna do?
Bird will be staying up all night. She does not trust, although she is very tired at this moment.
Oh yikes! Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna be camping out in a tree all night, hiding with my
Yep.
bow ready.
So say again exactly what you guys are doing. You're camping out in a tree. What is everybody else doing?
We're setting a trap, or at least I am.
How exactly are you setting this trap? What are you doing?
Well, does anyone have any hunting stuff?
You mean like an actual trap?
Yes, like an
I have a-
actual trap.
I have a bear trap.
Oh my god.
I have the explorer's pack. Oh, I have a hunting trap.
I
Yeah, it
do.
comes- yeah, we have it came with Outlander background. You get a bear trap.
I have band-aids for whenever this goes wrong.
Bacon, I have a question really quick.
Yes. Shoot.
The tuning fork, what is the area that it affects again?
Oh shit! Yes.
Let me check.
I know you told me once, but I have since forgotten, like a
Wait,
horrible
what?
player.
Which thing?
The magical
The tuning
tuning
fork.
fork that makes us all have to do a
Ooh.
saving throw.
That row.
But it feels like it affects anybody, so if it's close enough, I will hit that
Fork
thing.
against anything hard, it will ring at a very high frequency of which anyone within 100 feet can hear.
Let's go.
Anyone within 30 feet has to make a DC. Well, I won't tell you. I guess you
Yeah.
do know what the DC is because I told you. You have to make a DC 16 con save.
Oh my god.
If they fail, they take 2d8 psychic damage, and if they succeed, they take half that. Anyone within 10 feet who fails con save is also knocked unconscious, but can
Oof.
is knocked unconscious, but can be awoken simply by being shaken awake. You must be attuned to the item, and it has 3 uses per day, which are all regained after a long rest.
But what if I have my AirPods in?
If you are completely deafened, you would not be able to hear it.
It only affects peasants.
Yeah.
Yeah, plebes who can't afford an AirPod.
If you are effectively deafened, you can't hear it. I mean, technically, if you well, I guess I shouldn't say that.
Well, so my thought is, right, and I would say this to the group, right? Like if everyone, like if we just want to find the person, the odds are of all of us failing the throw are probably slim. We're like, I'm willing to risk being knocked unconscious if it means that like the other person would potentially get hurt, right? And like we could find them or something. Like I don't know. It's a risky move, but like I do
Well, the
have
thing
this.
is, it only affects it's find them. It only like they'll hear it, but that just means they'll hear it. And if they're within 30 feet, it'll damage them, but it doesn't like
Oh, none of the other
echolocate
No.
or anything. It's
know,
only within 10 feet.
I'm not thinking it echolocates. It was more just like if you fail to save or something, then maybe they would.
We
Yeah.
could
No.
just
Unconscious if they were within 10 feet, but at that point, if you don't know they're there, you're probably in trouble.
I've been in worse trouble.
Step one, we use Noir as bait. Is that okay with everyone?
Bell shakes his head. Like, yeah, fine. That's fine.
As long as he doesn't get hurt.
All right. He is bait.
Oh, everyone.
Imagine
Nor,
like him
what's
sitting
bait?
like he's sitting at the fire, not noticing you guys are. Norse Beatty's just not paying attention. Y'all are just whispering in the background.
Yeah. Okay, so
Tag
here's the
actually,
plan.
our tag seems pretty unconcerned with all of this.
Well, it's not affecting him at all.
Yeah, exactly.
They're never
the
gonna
three
knock him
brothers
out with
now-
sleep.
Yeah.
The three brothers seem intrigued, but they can't think of any way how they could specifically help other than also keeping watch.
Okay.
Well, we don't want everyone trying to be helping at once and not being very well hidden.
Are there any animals around I could ask for a favor?
You can make an investigation.
That
Actually,
is
you
so
can
cute.
make a nature check to see if you can find one
All right, I'll check.
for survival.
Because they might see the person hiding nearby. I don't know. Like, which check?
Nature or
Say
survival.
investigation. Oh, nature. Or survival. Okay, I have 0 in both, so let's see how this goes.
You cannot find any animals now.
Okay.
Wait.
All right, I'm ready for this plan to go.
So tell me,
Let me
Think it
finish that
first.
sentence for you.
1 second. 1 second. I remembered something when he said that. He made me. I need to double check something because if not, there's something hilarious.
Yeah, can Bellaman find you an animal friend?
I don't have to find it.
Oh, you can ask the goat.
No, not even ask to go. Hey, Bacon, are there any like trees or plants near us?
dead trees.
Oh, only dead trees? Okay.
I mean, it's like the mountains in the winter, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot of
So,
foliage.
I was hoping there was gonna be some firs nearby. Okay, because I can.
Fortunately, it'd probably be difficult to find that.
I
Currently.
saw a green tree in the west somewhere up north.
Foxes you guys ran into were a very rare sight to just
Okay,
run into.
never mind. Because I can talk to plants. So I was gonna ask the.
You can actually talk to plants.
I can talk to literally everything. Thank you. It's the greatness of
The
my
worst
people.
person to talk to them.
I was gonna ask like the tree, like, yo tree, if you hear anybody, like creak. The trees are
Yeah.
creaking. Someone's coming.
Okay.
I think our best
Never mind.
So,
plan
what
is just to
exact-
rope Noir to a tree.
What?
And just see what happens.
Like they want a meeting with him, if anything, or they want. I don't know. They haven't attacked him?
Oh yeah, but no, the goat. I mean, the goat's gonna be on watch.
Well,
with
they
me.
did technically cast something on him, but they didn't.
Yeah, but
you
it
know,
wasn't
hurt him.
harmful.
I mean, wasn't
Unless they want to
Seems like
kidnap him,
it
and then we can
seems-
just watch them.
Perhaps that whatever he was trying to do with the second spell, he was keeping it from affecting Reg.
Yeah.
Do not know what that was.
So we can all leave him alone and watch.
Is there any sort of like
With
protective
actions help.
stuff that like I don't know, like is there any spell that could like if we put it on him would either make stuff not affect him or like I don't know. Like can we do anything
I-
to him that would be like helpful? I don't know
Can
what
we
everyone
build
else
a
don't know.
snowman Noir that looks just
even
Well,
like
it
know
wasn't
this-
for you, Bacon
the-
God.
No, it's like it's just that like you guys. I mean, you don't really know this guy's intentions, so I don't know what you would be able to.
Yeah, I said I don't have on my spell. I got no spells that can do that. So
Yeah,
I don't-
Okay.
I can hide.
If you
it
guys have
where
any
he
ideas,
attacks
throw
me.
them at me. I may be the
That's
DM, but I am always here for. I'm always on your side when it comes to plans working. I just have to, you know.
no. So
I can hide and attack. That's just about it.
All right.
I can track
Yeah.
things, but I
Who
can't really teleport.
who is watching and who like how are you hiding?
Bird's watching with Noir 100%. Like, there's no way she's not gonna be out there when Noir is, or yeah,
Noir
like,
has no
without
idea
Noir.
what's happening.
Turd 100% knows Noir is like the key thing here, so it's like, yep, nope. If you're out there, I'm out there.
She's gonna get knocked out. or
I'm gonna
something.
hide in a similar way to Allie, but not where he is. Like,
Yeah.
just like you know, in a different.
I'm in the most optimal tree for visuals.
You found the most
I'm
optimal
trying
tree.
out trees all day.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, she would be in like. Well, I mean, this is the thing though, too, right? If you're hiding in a tree, but it's a dead tree, there's nothing hiding you, right? It's just branches. Yes.
Well, I can
Mhm.
turn invisible.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, he can
Well.
turn it-
I
he
don't
can
know
turn
his
invisible.
powers. He doesn't talk about what he can do. I don't know what he can do. I know he steals.
okay.
No, it asked.
Yeah,
I
Allie-
should-
I don't
It's a-
care.
A Elijah is hidden through being invisible.
Well,
Turret
I can
is
literally just make a billion on a stealth check anyways. Unless I
Turret-
roll a 1. Yeah, there we go.
all right, not net 20. It's not hiding. Nora is not hiding. Corella, you are hiding.
But there's like not really. I'm just trying to think like realistically. There's not places to hide.
No, it's in the middle of the night.
That's true, actually. There probably
Totally
isn't
dark.
really anywhere that you could just hide.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's like dark.
Hang out in the
but
tent, but be awake.
Yeah.
I guess
That's
fair.
true.
Yeah, I'll
Sure.
sit in the tent.
That's what Harmony's gonna do.
Yeah,
All right.
Me and Harmony in a tent. Let's go.
The tent, slumber party, stay up all night.
Woo!
I want to hide in the
The
snow.
three Tiefling brothers.
I'd at least
the three
suggest
Tiefling
that's her
brothers.
getting a tent too, but I mean, if she's determined to stay out there, she'll 100% stay out there.
The three Tiefling brothers stay awake in their tent as well, but they do not hide out.
All right, what happens
And-
to Nor?
Yep.
Yeah, what happens during this shift?
Lights out, everyone.
So,
Anime teleports in.
Urid, Elijah, and Corella. Actually, Corella, are you looking out the tent?
I'm peeking.
Did you
Like I have
Did you
one
roll-
eyeball through like a slit. in the tent.
still roll me a stealth check then?
Okay. Where can I find my stuff? Do 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 do.
What color are her eyes? Like
Alright.
super crystal blue.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, the prettiest crystal light blue color.
You all very distant from you see a figure. You almost it's strange how like you literally just all notice it as if it just you were all looking around and then it appeared. It's very distant, about like possibly like just at the edge of the horizon from where you can see it clearly, and it just seems to be standing there.
How far is the horizon? Like, what is that? Like 50 feet? 100 feet?
No, probably farther than that. It's probably like
Oh, okay.
good,
It's very far
solid,
away. Okay.
solid 300 feet.
Oh wow. Okay.
Turd grabs her maul, but just kind of like waits there. She doesn't go after it because clearly that's a long way away. So she just
It's
keeps
just
her
not-
eye on it.
To be approaching.
It doesn't seem to be approaching.
I don't know.
Did they tie me up? What did they end up doing?
No, I don't want
Are you-
to tie
Oh,
you.
you're fine.
You're sitting around the fire.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah.
sitting.
Just chilling.
You're having a sits.
I'm just gonna watch it, see
Yeah.
if it comes closer.
It seems to just stand there.
See if Noir does anything.
Standing there,
Mhm.
menacingly.
Interestingly.
Yeah, if Noir doesn't move, I'm gonna run after it, hidden.
You can't run and hide.
Well, I can be invisible and move.
Ah, that's true.
He's like, I have legs that work.
That's true.
Let me check something.
That's if Noir doesn't do anything.
No, you probably wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, does he
No,
not
well.
feel like compelled to do
Damn it.
anything?
We need to make him aware of these situations.
Well, I mean, like the
Do-
first
do I have
night.
some
it
food
was-
that I could eat? And you can already go back to eating.
Am I tired?
You
Do I
okay?
wanna
Wait.
take a nap?
So Elijah, you are the only one who is approaching this.
Yeah, if Noir doesn't do anything, then I'm gonna move. Otherwise, we're just gonna be staring at each other all night.
You start to move towards him. You're invisible, correct?
Yeah, I'm invisible.
Towards him, and he doesn't seem to move. But once you get about, I mean, it's hard to know exact numbers, but like probably just over 100 feet, he disappears.
Fuck. Did I? He's still too far away for me to get an eyeball on him.
It just looked like a hooded figure from 100 feet away.
I come back.
It wasn't snowing as hard tonight, which is why you were able to see him from so far away. But it's still, with the hood up, it'd be difficult.
Well, he's gone, and or she, and or them. I don't know. I tried to get close, and they just disappeared.
You
Noir,
walked.
something is
Oh wait,
following.
Elijah, you walked back to the camp.
Yeah, come back.
You all see the figure appear again.
What the fuck?
It's just
Noir,
gonna be
something is
Elijah
following
running back
you.
and forth.
Yeah.
By the way, Elijah, you
Cast
were
haste.
invisible. You were completely invisible when you approached it.
And it still somehow knew I was coming.
Or it could have been coincidence, but you know.
Or it could have been
Who's
coincidence.
to say?
Who is this?
To say, really.
What's to say?
So I would say, Nor, you want to go give a talk to them?
Reg, you're muted, I think, or not.
Am I?
Yeah. Oh,
There you
okay.
are.
Sorry,
Oh,
what did
we
you say?
Elijah asked you.
What'd you
a question.
say?
Elijah said.
Oh, what was the question?
What? Hello?
Do you want to
This
go
is
talk
actually
to the
nice.
mysterious figure?
Sorry, what did you say? I didn't understand the first word.
Do you want to go
Wait.
talk to the mysterious figure? They disappeared when I approached, and then reappeared when I came back, while I was invisible.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, right?
He says, well, that's weird, and then goes back to eating his lunch. or
No, I
dinner.
know. I smack it out of his hand.
Answer me, damn it!
It looks really sad when it hits the ground.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
but you have to pay attention right now. This is a learning life experience.
Okay. What do you want me to do again? Snort says. now less distracted by his
Oh.
his food.
Will someone help me?
Ella would look at Elijah having a coronary and try to help him.
I cannot do this, man. Keep a level head.
So Noah, it does seem as though whatever this is, it wants to speak with you or do something only with you alone, without any of us there. And I have a feeling it's not going to stop until whatever it is does get to do that. So I think Elijah was wondering if you were interested in speaking to whatever this thing is.
Yeah. Allie takes a big breath. She's like, okay.
Translating. Yeah, for
You
them.
cannot ignore this. You have to speak to that.
But couldn't this be a very bad idea?
This could be a very bad idea, but they keep following us and attacking us. We can't ignore it.
I think part of it is
They're not
if it
attacking
sees people with him, like it's not,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it's not gonna do anything unless we're all incapacitated or it sees Nor alone. So
It's exactly what she's saying right now.
I feel like yes, it could be a bad idea, but if we do the whole like, I think like part of it was the no snow, right? So like it could see us, right?
Yeah.
And clearly could perceive Elijah in some way. We don't know how.
Yeah,
but
because
like
I'll
it
be leaving
noticed him.
footsteps even though I'm invisible.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like if we hide in a tent might be the best way. And then
could
like
just-
either follow him if he gets taken or like I don't know what's going on, but like
Can we make
So
a
you want me to
small
go
toy?
talk to this thing?
I mean
Nor's, like,
we don't
worried.
want you to do anything, but we're like, do you not care that something is
Yeah.
haunting you? Like I don't know, something's like chasing you. Does it bother you at all? I don't know. Might bother me a little.
Like, are we from our destination? Like, how many more nights?
Yeah.
It would be about, given that nothing else goes wrong, it would be another 3 days.
Oh god, 3 more attacks.
Now, you
I'm
can
willing to
leave
try
with
one
Attack
more
is
day.
a
the
strong
party.
word.
Yeah, no, it's not quite attacking.
it could be a friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be within reach of us, and
Nora's smart
be-
friends are telling me to go.
It could
and
be an
so-
extremely frustrated friend who's just trying to talk to you.
Okay.
Spirit is kind of on the side of let's wait it out and see
Okay, but
what happens tonight.
Nora trusts his friends, and so when they say that he should go talk to it, he's gonna try.
okay, I grab him by the shoulder before he does anything. Look me in the eye, okay? Or you're looking in my eyes.
Okay, he's looking.
Okay. Don't go too far.
You have really nice eyes. Did anyone ever tell you that?
I let go of him.
Did anyone ever tell you you're hot?
Yes, many people have told me this. Nor, you have to pay attention. Don't go too far from the party, okay?
Does anyone
Okay.
have like a tracking spell we could like throw on him?
Can we tie a rope to his leg?
I can shoot an arrow and we can follow his blood.
No, we're not hurting him.
I don't like this plan.
So I don't. So Bellaman can track stuff. Can he track people?
I can track anything
As long as he doesn't teleport him
teleport.
away.
Yeah, because then there's nothing to track.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah, because then he just goes poof.
This is how we lose Nor from the party.
No.
He just
Our
gets
heaviest
teleported away.
Besides Bellaman.
I have a question.
that's
I just raised
per-
my hand,
Per hit,
but you can't see it.
per hit, Nor beats me out the park.
Yes,
Harmony.
I have a question.
Or,
I have a
What was
question.
your question?
Pick me. Pick me.
You can just say.
So,
I just hit Nor.
Eric, does that mean when I got to level 7, I learned all the 4th level spells, but I can only do 1 a day?
Yep.
I guess so.
You do have to pick which
I do
ones
have a
you
s-
remember in a given day, though. It's like
That's
something
true.
You would have had to choose when you woke up today what you were going to
Ah.
use.
Oh, I didn't plan that far ahead.
Well, I mean,
Locate
3 more
creature.
days.
So
I
just
feel like
letting you
this
know.
is not morning yet, though, is it? We're just like.
No, but it would have just been what you had the day before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Yeah.
saying like she should cast something right now, but I just mean like if we're talking this out and she knows of spells, she could decide if there's a helpful one and then take it for this next night. Yes.
For the next night, for sure. But I mean, even if you're talking about locate creature, I mean, it doesn't matter. You could like, if something were to happen, and I'm telling you this completely out of, campaign. If something were to happen and Reg were to disappear, you could use locate creature immediately the next morning. You
Yeah.
would still be able to use it. So
So long as he stays within 1,000 feet, though, it won't work outside that.
yes.
That is a long
And,
way. So
Only-
long way.
The only other way to find him.
Oh, and if he crosses running water.
Probably scrying.
Yeah, we could try to scry him.
I mean,
I'm gonna start
Turret's still
scrying.
kind of. We have 3 more days. If we see what happens one more night and then go from there.
Yeah. What
Oh,
does
We
this
don't
is having a
have to
good
do
night of
anything
sleep.
tonight. If anything, I'd rather wait till the last night to do something big.
Let's get some bed. Let's get some bed.
Let's get in bed. Okay, great.
Let's get some bed, y'all. We'll see what happens for the rest of the night.
Great. You guys pass through the rest of the night, and nothing else happens. And after a while, the man or the figure just disappears.
A slip of the tongue.
During my watch.
Okay, to be fair, that doesn't actually confirm anything.
I'm just
At this
saying.
point, I'm just assuming it's Crowan. I'm gonna be completely honest.
I'm gonna be honest. I was
In the
like, is Crowan
distance.
messing with us? 'Cause he would.
That or the snake girl.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I mean.
no.
Yeah, but she
who is
hates.
to say?
I don't think it's the snake lady though, because she hates Elijah and Bellaman because they chased her more. Why does she want
Yeah.
Noir? That
Well,
makes sense.
I mean, also,
Very
as
smart.
far as you know, that never she didn't seem like a spellcaster.
Yeah, she didn't seem like a necromancer.
She just had a cool
Assuming we know that that's necromancer use.
You don't.
Well,
but
no, I
do.
wouldn't.
Yeah, we
I would
do.
not. I'll say and this is sort of out of character. I wouldn't assume
Does
that
it
this
tell you the
person's
type whenever you detect it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that it was. A
I would-
necromancy
I would
spell.
not-
Everyone knows what it is.
I would not assume that they are a necromancer because they use.
Well,
the
yeah, I was
necromancy.
gonna say you don't have
Yeah,
to be
they
a
just have the
necromancer to
magic.
know a necromancy spell, so that doesn't mean anything.
I don't know magic. I'm sorry.
No, I'm this out of character. She wouldn't
Yeah.
say the same character, but right, I don't. That's why I haven't said anything because I don't think it's enough information to go.
It
on.
could be a necromancer.
Yeah, but
Who
I
knows?
don't think.
Who
we
is
have
to
enough
say,
info.
really?
Who knows? None of
You.
us know anything. Let's go
None
to
of
bed.
us. Who knows? None of us.
Yeah, the
During my
next
shift,
morning,
I'm gonna
please.
be
This is
throwing
like
snowballs.
this is the longest night
Yeah.
ever.
You all go to sleep, and the next day you keep on traveling. Oh, that's a line.
I probably need to buy some more arrows soon.
Pretty sure
You-
Ella has some she would just give you.
That would be so nice if you just
Uh,
gave me
you-
more free things.
You continue moving towards this place. You roll something quick. It happens again.
Oh.
You go through another day completely uneventfully.
Oh
And
my
almost, it's almost been. If it weren't for these nights, it would have been some of your most peaceful traveling yet.
Wow.
Except we aren't sleeping.
Yeah, none of us are sleeping. Except the giant. He's like having a great time.
The giant just doesn't seem to care about this. He's
Do
more.
giants sleep like normal people? I know that sounds
Yes.
dumb. I just don't know anything about giants, so.
Yeah.
Ask the giant about this figure.
They're definitely creatures who sleep very differently. But yes, giants do sleep. But either way, you guys make it to. You make a camp again. Set up your tents. The three tiefling brothers just seem very concerned and confused.
They are absolutely no help.
Just don't know what they could do that you guys can't.
we do have a good set of skills between the 6 of us.
Like they offer like if you guys have an idea of how they could help, they are willing to, but they don't know what they could do to help. And the giant just doesn't seem to care. It seems like he would only care if it became a clear and present danger. He's much more worried about giants than anything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys set up camp through the shifts.
I'm gonna hide in the tent again, like I did yesterday.
Exact same thing that happened yesterday happens again today. You see him or her appear 300 feet away from you. 300 feet away from you.
I'm gonna ignore them tonight.
And they just seem to be standing there.
Whoever this is, I hate them.
Is this a bad move? I don't know.
It's some
Do I
kind
go
of
say
power move.
hi? Do you guys still want Nor to say hi?
I mean, it's like so far away anyway. He's not. My thing is like, what is the difference between what happened the first nights versus now that like it's
Let's
not
try it.
approaching?
Reg, as you guys are sort of like looking around and you see this man, you hear in your mind.
Oh no.
You hear
Your voices.
You hear, are you going to talk to me or not?
No.
Yikes. Do I recognize this voice?
In the back of your mind, it seems so vaguely familiar, but you just can't put your finger on who it is.
Who is this?
God,
Say
is
back
that
in his
you?
mind. Oh god! No, that doesn't sound like my god.
You don't hear another response.
They
What
want
does
me to
Lord
go
do?
say hi.
We told you.
Are you asking us if you should go?
Should I go? Guys, should I go?
Are you telling us that you heard a voice, or are
Yes.
you just like?
Yeah.
I mean,
They want me to go say hi. They're whispering in my head now.
poor Noir.
Again,
I'm trying to think.
just don't go too far.
Okay. Nor would finally go over there, I guess.
So how far away is this guy standing,
Yeah.
Carson?
300 feet.
Again? 300 feet?
300.
300?
Yeah, that's
Dang.
fucking far. Can we go like part of the way with him?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do too.
Wait, hold it. In character, because I think I have a weird solution.
Okay.
Bell is going to appear because he has been hiding in snow repeatedly, and I've been rolling stealth checks to Carson.
I've seen him.
Yeah. Just I disappear into the snow. Is going to look at Noir, grab him, pick him up, look at him like confused how heavy you are, and then put you on the goat, put you on Turret, the goat, and then start pushing you and let you go, so you can ride the goat. Because I can track the goat anywhere.
Oh, that's smart.
Sure.
Good plan.
one.
Solid plan.
Alright, so I'm riding out on this goat now.
You're
You
on top
ride
of a
the
goat.
towards them. Do the rest of
Does-
you did the rest of you
Also-
approach as well?
Do I need to roll like an animal handler?
I wouldn't approach.
Nah.
I'd go at least halfway. And
Yeah, I would stop
Okay.
like 150 feet away. Like, right, I wouldn't get super close, but I'd not want
Are
to be
you
300 feet away.
Are you invisible, Scoom?
no, I'm not invisible. I'm not. I wouldn't get
Uh,
too
as-
close.
As any of you approach, other than Reg, he just backs up the same amount of
I'm
distance.
done. I go back to camp.
Go back to
I'm gonna
sleep.
climb
go
the
back to
highest
camp.
tree I can find then.
Okay, you there aren't many there are some like dead pine trees
Yeah.
you can climb up. So yeah, you climb up a fairly tall tree and see.
Just Nightcrawler stance on it and watch. Unless the giant's up, then I'll stand on him.
He is asleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think he cares about
Is he
us.
as tall as a tree sleeping? No,
So he doesn't care about you guys, and more that he's only going to be worried if giants show up.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I know he's not an asshole. I'm just like, this is not. He's not concerned. He doesn't care.
Yeah, no, this is our thing. All right.
Yeah, I'm back
But
in
yeah,
camp.
okay.
I'm over it.
Yeah.
I'm watching, but I'm not like moving. I'm just watching because as my goat and the man in armor on top of it slowly walk towards this mysterious figure.
All right, Reg, you are
Yeah.
taken over to this figure.
Mm-hmm.
And as you approach, as you get very close, you sort of get close enough to where you can see their face, and you see a pair of blue eyes.
Okay.
They distinctly blue. And you actually, it takes you a second to realize, but you recognize this as the man you met days before you were in Nightstone.
Oh yeah.
And he seems to just be standing there waiting for you to get up to him.
Okay.
20 feet away now. Just standing there. Or he's just standing there waiting for you to come up to him. I suppose you continue approaching, and eventually
Yeah,
you get
continue approaching.
get up to
Get there eventually.
he just sort of looks at you and says, "My gods, your friends are very persistent." And he sort of looks at you and says, "Well, it's nice to see you again, Reginor." And he holds out his hand.
Does Nor even remember who this is?
Yeah, I don't think you. Who are you?
Strangely enough, I would say strangely enough, you actually do remember this person.
Okay, that's weird. That's weird, but okay.
Weird flex, but okay.
Weird flex. Okay.
You haven't
how-
thought of them since, but you do recognize them.
Can I reach him from on top of the goat? His hand, at least.
Sure. Yeah.
Because my friends didn't teach me how to get off the goat, so I'm kind of stuck
I'm
up here.
attached to the goat.
Oh my god.
You'd shake his hand.
No, none of you seem to. As far as you know, none of you know this person. But I mean, you wouldn't know because you can't.
Yeah.
No, but I just mean like lore-wise, I don't remember who was a Nightstone. Like I don't even
It
remember who
was
this person
lore-wise-
could be.
Lore-wise, none of you have met this person except for Reg.
Where the hell was I when this happened? I don't even. Who did he meet?
It's the only other person who would know about this is you, Corella, and it's only, or not even Corella, it's you, Pinky. It was in Reg's
Yeah,
back.
it's in my backstory.
Oh, why don't I? Okay, I'm bad. I gotta read the backstory again. Anyway, go ahead, continue.
Mm-hmm.
It's like right at the very end of it.
I got you.
You see this man. He seems to be sitting there, and he says, "How's it been going? I see you're quite a ways from Nightstone."
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. I take out my map. Yeah, it's over here. We're over here.
He looks at your party sort of behind you in the distance, and he says, "I see you've really a large group."
Yeah. It's just it's like, okay.
He sort of seems to smile. You talk, and he says, he's sort of behind you. Where are all of you?
I'm at the camp, like in a tent.
Harmony's in the tent.
Yeah, I'm braiding Harmony's hair.
Yeah.
I
I'm
guess
on
I'm
a big tree.
I'm leaning up against a tree watching.
Yeah, I
Okay.
trust
On top of it.
Bellamin to like do his stuff well. I'm not gonna like worry about this.
Yeah.
Turret will be at the tents, but like outside near the fire.
Can they see me on the tree from where they are? Like, I'm not trying to hide or anything.
It's quite likely they'd be able to see you then, yes.
Yeah, I'm literally at the peak of a tree, just either holding on to the top or like leaning on it or squatting on a branch.
Reg, he says to you, he actually doesn't point. He says to you,
Sloth squat.
the other half-elf in your party, what about them? How are they?
Does
No.
Snor know others' races? I don't think he does.
If it's what I think
You,
it is.
you especially do not know this one. Yeah, who he's talking about.
He's a tiefling.
He sort of frowns at this and he says, "No, not either of the tieflings, nor the furbolg."
There's 2 tieflings.
What?
What?
Holy shit. Galaxy brain.
Says, "No, it's neither of the tieflings, nor the human, nor the furbolg." Looks down at the goat and he says, "Nor you."
Bah.
And looks back up at you. Says,
Okay, Denor's on counting on his fingers. He's trying to figure out who's who.
Shit, who are these people?
I think I double counted. Wait, that would mean
he sort of smiles at you and says, "Perhaps the one with the blue eyes."
you spell?
No.
You said no.
He's gonna slap you.
Don't give up. I leave. But we.
Oh, Corella!
He smiles a very wide smile at this and he says, "Yes, Corella."
Hi, Cervante. What's up?
I don't like this. I don't like this talk. It seems kind of creepy.
You say that out loud?
Yeah.
I love Nor so much.
He says, "Oh."
I hate this.
He says, "Oh, I assure you, it's not my intention to be creepy. I simply would like to know how you're all doing. Importance to me that you are all kept safe."
The question isn't the creepy part, it's the 4 days prior.
he says, "Well, I don't know any of the others in your group very well, and I didn't want them eavesdropping on a conversation."
We met like 1 time in a bar.
He laughs. He laughs at this and he says, I suppose that is true." And he just kind of looks at you and he says, "Well," sort of looks back at your tent and he says, "Well, I didn't mean to startle you. I suppose it would come across that way."
I pet the goat.
And he just looks at you and he says, "It's just you're quite important to me, you know."
Do you know? Do you know?
As you sort of consider this, he disappears.
Well, fun chat. Sounds like you had a great time.
And the man is just gone.
Poor Noir.
Terry's gonna look up and turn around towards him and be like, "Bah," and start like.
Yeah, we just turn around and leave.
Yeah, like okay. Goat, she just wants to make sure. Okay, wait, we're going back now? Okay, got it. So, yeah, Terry just turns around and starts walking back down.
Yeah, you were brought back to camp. It seems nothing really eventful happened.
Now, I have to ask, though, because it's important, because it involves my goat. How are you getting off my goat?
Yeah, how am I getting off this goat? Guys!
Good question.
Good night, Nor.
Yeah.
Sleeps on the goat.
No one helps him down.
Oh,
Friends,
is
you're
Bellman
so
not gonna
help.
help him down?
Guys, help!
I mean, Bellman's just gonna stare at it for a minute and be like,
How
and
do I get down?
he's gonna point down, and the ghost is gonna like lay down.
Aw.
Do none of you
I stepped off then.
none of you would have heard this conversation in character. By
Well,
the way.
would we hear him come back on the giant goat?
Yeah,
though?
whenever he came
Yeah.
back, I've been
Yeah.
waiting for him.
Yeah,
to
you
talk.
just see him come back. I'm just saying, none of you know what was said.
No,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Like,
Okay.
so
You're
what
all
was
way
the
too
deal,
far away.
Noir?
Yeah, if he's back though, I'd be like, so.
Yeah, what was the deal?
Hey, you're not kidnapped. Yay!
Hey, you came back. Yay. So what did the mysterious figure want? Question. mark.
Okay, what did he want? What would Nora think he wanted?
What did they say to you?
That's a better question. Good job.
Exactly.
He was
Words,
he was
please.
like, okay.
Take your time.
First thing he would be like, well, he wanted to see how I was doing. It was some guy I met at a bar one time. I don't know why you
Oh,
came
that's
to
a red
check on
flag.
us.
Yeah.
I've seen this before. You need to.
But he was super creepy. He was asking about Corella a lot.
For the course, yes. Your female
Okay.
guy you met at bar.
Then he left.
He was asking about me.
Yeah.
Why? What did he want to know?
I know he said you were very special. That's all I remember.
She looks surprised at that and like kind of scoffs and is like, I think he's confused.
Yeah, he said we had 2 tieflings. And that sounded off to me.
she blinks at you and then she points to Elijah and Harmony and she's like,
He's
Them.
gonna look at herself and then Elijah.
Oh.
yeah, she's like them.
Yeah. We both just look at each other like, you're a tiefling?
What? Oh my god.
I've never seen my reflection.
Oh my god, these horns don't come off.
Tieflings, two tieflings, a human, a furbolg, and
No, I actually he said that we had 2 he said that we had a second half elf here, and that didn't sound right.
What?
No, that sounds wrong.
Yeah.
Now I know he's confused.
He
But,
must.
I'm wondering, Noah, how do you know this man? Is he a friend, or have you barely know him and he's stalking you in the mountains?
I barely know him. I met him in so it must have been 3 days before we met. He told me that there's treasure out in
Where?
where was the town we were in? I forget the name.
Nightstone.
He said that there was I can't remember the conversation actually. I think it was he said that there was something interesting happening out in Nightstone. And then I met up with you guys.
I just
don't know
read it.
how
I
you
think
follow.
I think he
I
told you
believe
adventure.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
adventure.
He mentioned if an adventurer was looking for the journey of a lifetime, that would be the place to find one.
Oh.
Does Elijah make that sound?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
This person seems to know a suspicious amount of information. I don't think you should talk to this strange man who follows you
I
to the
didn't want to
mountains
talk to
anymore.
this.
I know.
You guys told me to.
I didn't know who he was. He sounds horrible, though. I don't think you should speak to him anymore. It's kind of scary.
Don't
that
make
he's
me talk
stalking
to
you.
him anymore.
All right, I won't. I won't. There. She gives him a hug. It's fine.
I'm gonna go link back up with her.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm exhausted.
He's mentally exhausted.
Some hard work.
He was doing math. He had to count.
That is true.
Okay, sweet. So with that dealt with, I guess you all go back to sleep. And let me find this. You guys wake up the next day and continue on your journey. Why won't this work? And continue on your travels. The next few days go by uneventfully. You make it to this temple. Does not show up again.
Good riddance.
And yeah, he does not show up again, and you guys eventually make it to a cliff face where you see this massive stone temple entrance, easily large enough, a doorway easily large enough for giants to fit through. And alongside it, as you approach, you also see a sort of smaller, humanoid-sized doorway. And
Big doors.
as you approach, Harshnag sort of looks down at you all and says, well, this is the place. And he looks down at you all and he says, I know if... He sort of looks and he says, he sort of seems to be reading some, like, part of the wall. They're kind of hard to see from where you are, but Bellman, they do seem to be in Giant.
Okay. Okay, I will. I mean, I could try and read it. I speak the language. Let's just do it.
Oh, can you not read it?
I mean, if I remember right, in game, even giants have a hard time reading Giant because they've lost most of their written works. It's one of those things where Giant exists almost entirely in oral form, if I remember right.
Yeah, they don't have any scholars.
Like the written work is very hard to come by to learn.
Yeah, and this seems very extremely ancient.
Yeah, so this is like this would be like
It's
trying to
an
read
unknown,
like
right?
Latin. So yeah, he might be able to figure out like a couple letters or I guess runes. I guess it would be because they're like Nordic based. So he might be able to read like a couple runes, but there'd be a lot he'd be like, I don't know what that one is.
Recognize.
So if it'd be a sentence, he'd be like, I got house and beer.
You get like entrance. You get giant.
So yeah, he might be able to get some.
What would be a good word? Barrier.
Okay, so giant barrier.
Giant. There's giant entrance, blood barrier were the words you got. And upon reading this, Harshnag seems to struggle with it too, but he says, this... And he sort of just looks at all of you and he says, hold on. And he sort of just takes a step through the entrance. And nothing seems to happen. He sort of looks down at all of you and he points first at a turret. You walk through this gate.
Urid doesn't really seem to want to, and is like, why me first?
He sort of sighs and points at Elijah and says, okay, you walk through this gate.
You're pointing at the wrong person.
Urid puts her arm on Elijah. It's like, no.
He just looks at all of you and says, any
Carla
of you
goes. Carla goes. She walks through the gate.
walk up to this gate. Once you get to the sort of threshold of the doorway, you feel as if you hit a wall of force, and you just sort of bounce off.
Ouch.
First.
You just, as if you just walked into like some glass.
Was that supposed to happen? Because that wasn't very nice.
He sort of scratches his chin and he says, well, maybe, and he points at Bellman and he says, you,
Yes.
and tells you to try walking through.
I mean, Bellman's gonna walk up with like a hand outstretched and see if it hits if the hand hits anything before the rest of him does. Just okay. Does he walk through?
As you walk to it, it is a very strange sensation, as it's almost as if when Corella walked to it, it seemed like she just sort of bounced off as if it was a glass wall. As you walk into it, it almost seems as if you're perhaps walking into like a net.
So it's kind of.
It seems like you budge a little bit, but you just can't. Chin more, and he says,
Full giants only.
He nods and he says, precisely, yes. And he scratches his head and he sort of looks down, and like I said before, there is a smaller entrance to the side that seems but looking at them, they seem almost to go. They both seem to go into the temple, but the giant one seems to go sort of straight for a while, and then it's sort of too dark to tell after a certain point. The one, the human size or humanoid size entrance seems to immediately lead down with a staircase.
Could he try to carry us in?
He do you say that in character?
Yeah, sure. Would it be possible for you to carry us through the doorway, or would that not work either?
It's worth a shot. And he sort of picks
He can pick me up.
He picks you up, and he like clasps you in his hands, and he starts to walk through. As his hands hit, or as the point where you are in his hands hit the wall, you just sort of bounce off again, and even he holding you sort of bounces back.
Okay, it's worth a shot.
And he says,
Yeah.
"Yes."
3 stories.
Joke's on
says,
you, I'd be fine.
Says, perhaps I should go on ahead and you all try the other entrance.
Yeah, she nods to him.
Yeah. Also, I have a question. Do we have like a map or something we can see? Because I'm trying to visualize this in my head.
Crowan gave somebody a map, I think.
No, I meant like on the screen.
Oh.
Yeah, like a battle map thing.
No, there isn't one because I made this up myself. But I can show you what I mean. What exactly are you trying to see a map of?
Because I'm. Well, my dog's going crazy. 1 second.
Pork.
In the meantime, do I see anything shiny?
That I can
So-
steal.
Yeah. So like, there's cliffs that on like either side of us, or something.
It's like as if you were. It's like
There's a door in front of us with a smaller door next to it. Is that what's happening?
Imagine there's like a giant cliff face, right? Like
Okay.
this, and then just in it there's a massive doorway. Well, it doesn't take up the whole cliff face, but there's a big.
A big door
Big
and then a
door.
tiny door.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I guess we just walk through the tiny door. At least Bell
Yeah.
will then I guess walk through the
And
tiny
there's a
door.
I mean,
small
yeah, I
door
was
next to
going.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess
Yeah,
we just walk
meet
through the
him
tiny
inside.
door.
Tiny
Yeah.
door.
Okay, he looks at all of you and he says, well, I suppose I'll see you inside.
Okay.
And he sort of walks in and sort of continues walking, and you don't really see him.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for anything shiny. Or...
Everything around here seems to be made of stone.
Alright. Well,
Shiny currently.
for the coming rooms, I'm gonna be looking for trinkets and stuff.
And you guys start making your way down this staircase. And hold on. You guys sort of all step in to this staircase. You all immediately feel a very strange feeling in your heads all feel suddenly I guess heavy, not as if you're tired, but it's sort of a strange. It's hard to describe even for yourself. It's like a fuzzy feeling in your head.
So we're hungover.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah, sure. But it kind of shows up for a second. You all sort of have to even maybe stop and like catch yourselves as this sort of weird effect happens. And and then it goes away. And you are just left on this staircase, going down. There's sort of torches along the walls going down, and you see eventually there is a sort of clearing at the bottom, but you're currently about like just at the entrance of the staircase.
Oh, should we stop here?
Nah, I can go for 30 more minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I want to go just for a little bit longer.
Okay, yeah, I would go down the stairs.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
And yeah, you guys sort of continue in. I'd like to welcome you all to your first dungeon.
Oh my god, we did it!
Yay, dungeons.
Wow, a dungeon in
Oh, no, I
Dungeons
clicked
and
that.
Dragons?
Sounds
Crazy.
fake.
Heard
but okay.
of.
Time
Unheard
to start
of.
checking for traps.
The scary thing though is
And
our first
Yeah.
dragon gonna show up.
Oh no.
Oh,
we
no.
talked about this last session. You guys already
We
solved
did already
it.
fight a dragon now.
Yeah, we did
Well,
technically.
we saw a dragon fight.
We watched a dragon fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. We didn't fight that dragon.
That
That
was
dragon would
perfect
have walked the
dragon.
floor with us.
Guys, make your way down to the bottom of the staircase. Hold on, I forgot.
Loot.
Probably not till the end, Skill.
There's just loot in every room.
Yeah.
The most poorly planned dungeon. It's like gold
Yeah.
everywhere.
All the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever built this was like, okay, so first room's the treasure hoard.
And then
we start
traps.
putting, then we start putting traps. The monsters just like this was not thought. We didn't think this through very well, did we?
What is the Beholder's challenge rating?
Can you guys hear the music right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like,
I do.
I think like 18, 20 around there.
So you guys start to make your way deeper into the staircase, and eventually you make it down to the bottom.
Okay.
And as you get to the bottom, first of all, you all pass into this sort of circular room. The 3 tieflings, by the way, are still with you. I should have mentioned that. So you were sort of all 9 here. All 10
Has
counting
anyone
your goat.
slept with them yet?
What does that mean? What does that mean to sleep with someone?
Oh no, Heidi,
say
Heidi's
that.
joking.
No, if you were saying it out loud, she'd be 100% serious. What does that mean?
Oh no.
The 3 tiefling brothers also look very embarrassed.
He is grinning so big.
Dude, what did he say? I missed it. Oh my goodness.
I'm
Oh, he
just-
wants to know if we've slept with them yet. And I was like, what does that mean? Sleep with them yet? We have different tents. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I've slept with Harmony. She was nice.
Put her head down for a while.
Val's just gonna wrap his arm like covering Elijah's mouth and start just dragging him back. Just nope, you don't have to talk anymore right now. Just shut up.
I don't
It's like
understand.
just
I
nope.
don't understand. Okay.
Nora would look
Not-
equally confused by this.
You guys are all in this room. There's still sort of a fuzzy, lingering feeling in the back of your mind, but not as strong as it was before. And you actually notice in this circular room, there doesn't seem to be any or entrances other than the one you came in. But you do see 9 indents.
9 indents? Wait, what does that
Yeah,
mean?
in a circle, as if it's kind of hard to explain. It's like I can't control the mouse.
It's kind of like 9 spots on the floor or something.
No, it's they're all on the wall, but it's as if this was the room you came in, this blue circle here.
Yeah.
In each of the walls, or in I guess it's just one wall because it's a circle. There's like little indents.
Okay. Are they people sized?
They look like you could possibly stick your hand in them.
Oh.
So they're about hand sized.
So
And
there's
they-
no other exit or entrance. We're just in a big circle room. Okay.
They got like shoe cubbies and
Is there anything
We
else
have to
in
take
the
off our shoes here. This is that kind of place.
room? Yeah.
on the floor of the room, there is a large eye, which actually I should have mentioned this before. You saw the same sort of symbol on the outside of the temple.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Can I I don't know, I guess it would be investigation or something just to see if I noticed stuff, or would that be like perception?
You can. It's an investigation. And what are you looking for?
I don't know, just anything that might tell me what like the holes are for or something. But I rolled low, so.
Find anything in the room other than these indentations.
Okay.
There's
I
9.
go- I poke
Yeah.
one of
Yeah,
them.
there's how convenient because there are 9 of us.
Yeah, that's the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
walk.
suspicious.
What
I
about the
wanna
goat?
Yeah.
It doesn't have
Yeah.
hands. Allie, God.
Is there an indent in the shape of horns?
No,
gonna-
there is not.
Yeah.
Shaped
Okay.
hole.
Yeah. I don't know. Bella's gonna walk up to one of them, kind of look at it, and then poke it with the shaft of his like halberd. Just like touch it and one of the indents. If anything happens, just because then I can be
It
10 feet away
seems-
and be like poke.
As you push on it like hard, it seems to there seems to be like a sort of stone in the back, and it seems to push forward a little bit deeper into the hole. But as you pull back, it goes back.
And nothing happens.
Recedes.
It doesn't. Are you going to try and push it all the way in as far as you can?
Yeah, I guess. Just as far until.
Oh
I
God,
guess-
wait.
Nope, Bella's doing it.
Oh no.
It goes in about a. I'm trying to think of what would be the best. Just to go in like less than a foot and just
Okay.
stop. There's some sort of like click when it gets to the back, but nothing happens.
I'm gonna check for traps on them.
Investigation.
Oops, that's the side quest journal.
Yep.
Whoa.
Ah,
Look at this boy.
Elijah, you do not notice any traps.
Well, they're
Okay.
safe.
Well,
I stick my
that's
hand in a
actually
hole.
not true.
Oh no, wait, I don't. Wait.
You rolled in at 20. You don't notice anything that you can exactly define as a trap. Notice as you walk around the room, a lot of the floor seems very loose. And not loose as in like it's shaky, but like as if perhaps it's hollow underneath.
Oh gosh.
Each of the slots seem to push back in the same way. But as you put your hand on it and push in at all, it sort of glows with a faint blue color. Very, very faintly it glows as you push on it.
Who, Bellaman?
But with Bellamans did not do this when he poked it with his thing.
Oh, is it mine? I'm
Are you all
What?
doing this right now?
Yeah, well, I'm asking what's glowing. What is glowing blue?
It's the one I'm pushing on.
Elijah is
okay.
checking the thing for traps, and when he touched it with his hand, it started to glow a little bit.
But you didn't push
Stone
on
in
it,
the
right?
indent.
I didn't push it all the way in, or did I?
I don't know, did you?
Skip.
Yeah,
I don't know.
probably
There's
put it
nothing
all-
else in
push
this
it all
room.
the
I'm
way
putting my hand in a hole.
in.
You
I'm
put your
squarely against putting my hand in holes.
Yeah,
you
Elijah
put-
wouldn't, but
and
it's all
push.
clear.
I didn't push yet, but I'm like
no
ready to
traps.
push.
Okay, you put your hand
As
in the
far as
hole. It
Elijah knows.
faintly glows.
Okay, I feel like we're supposed to do something with these.
Yeah.
Unless
Oh,
we
you
wanna-
know what, Belle? Put your hand on it.
Okay. Bell, let's go and pushes his hand. Pushes in with his hand.
You put your hand on it, and it starts to glow the same way Elijah and Corella's are.
Nora would be
Actually-
pressing it already
actually-
now.
So Elijah, Elijah, when you pressed yours, it was a very faint glow. Corella, when you pressed yours, both yours and his were a little bit brighter, and when Bellaman did it, they were all three a little bit brighter.
I'm sensing a pattern.
Yeah.
I think we mast leave this room.
As soon as Nora realized when he
Go
put his hand on something, it would glow, he was so on top of it. So he would just
Yeah.
he would do it now
The
too.
three Tiefling brothers seem to also like
I feel like,
I
yeah.
feel- Everyone put your hand in one and push.
Yeah, I think we should all push it at the same time.
As far as I know, it's safe, turret.
Turd.
It doesn't matter.
Just like, she very, very reluctantly.
Alright, Harmony's
so you-
gonna go do it too.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
like,
so you
at the
all
count
have
of
your hand-
three,
Sleep,
yeah, or
nothing's
something.
going to happen.
Yeah, I think at the count of like whatever, we should all push it at the same time.
Okay, sure. Give me. I guess do you want to like actually give me that 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, sure. 1, 2, 3. Click.
Push.
Yeah, push.
Push.
As you all push in on.
Yeah, we all die.
Um,
Woo.
Yeah, I mean, that's what weird to do.
you feel a strange around your wrist, and
Okay, I need to turn this bard bot
Oh
down.
no.
and
Way too loud.
suddenly
Yeah, the bot
you
got
all,
turned.
You all feel the floor start to completely collapse around you. There isn't really time to run out of the room as it just sort of completely collapsed. The goat is just sort of standing in the middle of the room, also starts to fall.
No.
He's fine.
He's fine. He's fine. Whatever.
Everybody but Melvin.
And actually, as you start falling, you might be able to catch yourself on one of these indents if you roll a dexterity check. Otherwise, you will fall.
I'm gonna.
As
Just to check.
Just a dex.
yes, but as you, or a save, not a check. Look beneath
Nope.
you. You see these sort of like large openings that look like almost like I guess pipeways or something, or like slides. And there's
shit.
multiple different ones under each of your things.
Anyone close to me gets +3. I don't know who's close.
I don't know what. Who did he put the whole like? Whose
who's
slot did he
next to me?
stand near?
It's up to you guys.
I also accidentally had advantage on, so I just got a 13, not 21. Sad face.
I
That's
got a
probably
16.
next to Elijah or something.
I would have gotten a 15 then.
I got
What was your
got-
9?
Oh, that was the goat, but it has advantage. I forgot it has advantage. So it's the 9 to the 21 because my ability when I leveled up is that if I'm near my goat, it gains advantage on all saves.
The thing is with the goat, I don't know if it has an opportunity because it's in the middle of the room, so it can't really grab onto anything.
Okay, then it fails, I guess. It auto fails then, and I get a 16.
The 16. Everybody, you managed to hold on to these slots, except Turid, Reg, and
Turi.
and the goat just seem to fall straight down. And you.
Oh, wait. Can I want to cast Featherfall if I can at a higher level. Can I cast it on
Sure,
other people? Yeah. Let's see. It's creature lands. Blah blah blah. No falling damage. Up to 5 falling
You
creatures.
cast
yeah.
Featherfall, and they seem to continue falling. It doesn't seem like a large drop before they get to these slides, though, so it wouldn't really hurt them if they hit it. In these slides, and just slowly start to
Slide down.
yeah. And actually, let me check something.
They're on a slide.
Wee!
Save
You
right below your
you don't have to cast Featherfall if you don't want to, because it looks
I
like they're
just manually
reasonably
rolled it.
close.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It wasn't clear to me. I didn't want them to die.
Well, I just didn't want you guys to like
Okay,
waste your
that's
spell
fine.
slot
What's
because
the-
Okay, so
they're
I
like-
get it.
Do you have
Yeah,
any
when they touch the
bonuses
ground, it
to
would
dex?
end anyways.
You just hear Noir like sliding away, like wee.
Red, Turret, and Harmony, you all, Red, Turret, Harmony, and the Goat all fall, and you all land in these different, and you just start sliding away. The rest of you who are hanging on just see your friends just slide down away, and you don't see them. Okay, then Harmony, you held on.
Yeah, she got a 20.
I rolled it manually first, and then I was like, wait, is this it? And then I
Yeah.
clicked on it, and it totally is that.
It's Red and Turret then.
Yeah.
We should. I don't know. Like, so each slide looks like it goes somewhere different.
I'm gonna
Is that
try and
the
claw
idea?
my way over to Turret's pipe and jump down.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Okay, you jump down Turret's pipe.
So 2 people fell. So there's 2 different pipes, right?
Yes, actually 3 if you count the Goat.
Wait,
cares
so
about the
who
goat?
who fell in my? Was I by myself?
You were by
Yes.
yourself.
No, okay.
Carla would go toward where Regis was and would say something about how, like, we should probably not try to split up too much, but I would pick one of the two slides and, like, I would tell the group to pick a slide and go down it, but I'm going down Noir's. 'Cause I don't trust him to
Let
be
me
alone.
check something. Make sure. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah. All three of the brothers also failed, so they all fell.
Aw.
Wow.
Yeah, we can't dangle here forever, I guess, so
Yeah.
I'm going down Noir's slide.
Okay, you're going down Noir's. Elijah and Turd went down the same one. What are the rest of you doing?
This is terrible. I have to pick a friend.
No, these could all lead to the same place.
Yeah, we don't know that, but yeah.
Yes, I'll jump down after.
No.
Into the middle. You jump into the pipe in the middle of the room. What does everybody else do? Is that everybody?
Jared's falling, so.
I don't know
Um,
what Bellaman is
what about
doing.
Bellaman?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm muted. I've been talking this entire time. Didn't realize I hit
Oh,
mute by
no.
accident.
Nope.
Yeah, no, I'm going for the goat. 100% going for the goat.
Okay, so you go for the goat.
Yeah.
He went both with the goat. Corella went with Nor. The three brothers went separately, and Turid and Elijah went down the same pipe.
Mhm.
However, as you guys all sort of go through these weird pipeways, there seems to be even more connections and loops and falls, and you're just sort of bounced and bumped around through these pipeways very uncomfortably. Almost be like greased up to where they won't like burn you. You all, and at this point, you've gone through so many different like drops and turns. It's impossible to know if you're still even on the same pipeway as anybody you jumped with. And
Great.
after a while, sliding and sort of going around, check something. You all fall into, I guess, one at a time. You all end up what seemed to look immediate to you like cages. But
Wow, I love cages.
Hey.
however, immediately all in fact see each other.
I start picking locks.
As you suddenly look
Just
around and
immediately.
realize you are in these cages, sort of hanging above this massive room,
Oh,
like
yikes.
bigger than any room you've seen in your life. Like I'm talking like Smaug's horde from.
We're gonna
The Hobbit.
get eaten.
Oh.
Can I see the
And-
ground?
Yes, but it's very, very far below you.
I pick our lock.
Like you actually were sort of thrown into these cages, and the lids to them were shut.
Oh no.
And they even seem to be hanging from chains from the ceiling that are perhaps hanging into some mechanism. However, you are not all in the same cage.
Yeah.
Or you all seem to actually be in
Your own cages, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I understood it too.
no, you seem to be in 3 different cages.
Okay.
With who we slid down with.
No, actually.
I was
Oh,
gonna say I
really?
doubt that sincerely.
Oh, what?
You wish.
In one cage is Elman, Tiefling brother, and Elijah.
Mhm.
All 4 in one cage. In another cage, Corella.
Oh, okay.
In another cage, Corella, Harmony, with the glasses are in one. And then in the third cage, Nor, Turid, and the Tiefling brother you guys don't know as well. All in one cage.
Can I see Turret? Otherwise, I'm gonna start panicking.
Yes, you can all see each other. You're all hanging from these cages. Each of them are about, I'd say, 100 feet apart. But you can all see each other. You're almost in like a triangle. But you see there's actually more cages hanging down in different places.
Are there bones in them?
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Yeah,
No, they're all empty.
Good.
All right, where's our friend?
This massive stone room is sort of lit with this sort of golden light. You don't see, except in a distant part of the room, you see a sort of door with a large staircase seemingly coming up from somewhere. And you see your friend Harshnag staring up at you with a very confused look on his face.
of course.
A little
wave at
help here, please.
I wave.
You are
Wave at him.
extremely high up. It seems like you're all very, very, very deep underground, and even still, there's like a solid 300 feet to the floor.
300
Room.
feet.
So he can't hear us?
That's what?
If you yelled really loud, he might be able to hear you, but he can definitely see all of you. But as he's sort of looking up at you, and he yells, "Hey!"
Yeah, hi.
Alright.
Hey, what's up?
He looks at you and he says, "Why are you up there?"
Wasn't intentionally. Can we see anyone else, or is it just him down there?
It's just him. But as you guys are sitting there contemplating, I should also note, amidst all the chaos, it was hard to immediately realize, as you all look down at your wrists, the hand that you put into the slot, there is a strange stone bracelet.
Fuck.
Ooh,
Same.
fashion.
The same faint blue light that
I'm trying
in.
my hardest to rip it off of me right now.
they seem to be covered in some sort of magic runes, and as hard as you try to take them off,
I have like my feet pushing against my arm.
You dislocate your hand.
I honestly probably would before he wants a manacle on him.
Well,
I have a feeling it's not gonna come off.
yeah.
Ellie doesn't care.
No, I know that. I just mean, like, I don't know what Bacon is gonna say about it, but I don't think you're gonna get rid of it.
No.
it seems extremely, like, it just does not budge at all.
What if I smash it up against one of like the rails?
You can, you can certainly try.
You're gonna get the walls
start trying
killed.
to break it.
Slam it into one of the rails, and it just sort of your arm just sort of vibrates, and it doesn't even seem to dent it.
He's gonna keep at it for a while.
Just start banging against this thing. The three tiefling brothers look panicked, especially because they're all separated in different cages. And as you are all sitting there,
So
you feel this sort of the same feeling you got in your head when you first walked in. And you, in the middle of the room, see a massive ethereal. It doesn't look like an actual eye. It almost looks like the symbol that you saw before. But it's just sort of this ethereal mass. And it's,
How far away is it?
It's sort of in between. If your three cages were a triangle, it's sort of in between all of them.
It's just a giant
Is this
floating
the Eye of Sauron?
Yeah.
And it's sort of just, it seems to just look at all of you. And you all hear a voice in your head. What business do you have in the eye of the Allfather?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
I'm gonna
what
agree
that
with you.
was.
If we're getting involved with literal gods of giants, I'm bouncing, yo.
I mean,
I
where
know,
are you
gods.
going? You're in a cage. Like,
I'm
mean,
leaving.
Bell's
yeah, we're kind
escaping,
of
you know,
stuck
like-
here.
Yeah, a second bell can go. Bell's like, nope, not dealing with gods. Actual gods, no, fuck this. No, I don't get paid enough.
So you what? Try to squeeze through the bars, or what?
I mean, I will start just going ballistic in the cage.
I'm sure that'll be fun for whoever's in there with you.
That's
I mean, if they die, it's on them.
As you go ballistic in this
Ollie
cage,
in there.
it seems to almost swing a little bit as it's hanging from these chains, but nothing seems to break or budge when you slam against them.
Elijah,
So-
you're with Bellman, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm with
Both Bellman,
Oh.
you're
Lol. Getting whipped
Elijah,
around.
the snack tiefling, and your goat are all sort of looking very uncomfortable as you are slamming against this.
That's
cage.
Well, I'm glad I'm in my cage with Harmony.
Yeah.
This is a
Reginald's
great cage.
snacking. He's eating some snacks.
So just because I have a horrible memory, the whole purpose of our trip, right, was to. Were we asking the eye about
You were
the
you were
shattering?
trying to get information.
Oracle.
Yeah, from the oracle.
Okay, but we weren't actually looking for the eye himself. We were just looking for an oracle who
It's
could tell us.
you don't
about it.
really know anything about it, but from
Okay.
what the giant described, he said this sort of place. Actually, he kind of vaguely said, he didn't really describe it exactly, but this whole temple is known as the Eye of the All-Father, and he said he was seeking the oracle that is here, but he didn't say what the oracle's name was or anything about it.
But we're seeking the oracle to find out about the shattering, right? That's the
Yeah.
whole point? Okay. I don't know, I guess I'd answer the floating eye, right? Like, what are we gonna do, just dangle here forever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so what do you?
Does it identify itself as the eye?
It just all it said was, "What business do you have with the Eye of the All-Father?"
We come seeking the oracle, as we were seeking knowledge regarding this shattering and what's going on in the outside world, and the conflicts between the giants and whatnot.
As you say this, the sort of large, ethereal, almost, I guess, representation of an eye sort of squints. If you wish to know more information, it changes. And with that, the entire sort of mass disappears. And you guys are just sort of left in these cages.
So he said if that's what we want, we have to stay in chains to cut out a little.
No, he said if you want to know more information, you have to find him in his chambers.
Oh.
He didn't explain where or what that was.
Cool.
So left in these cages, and I think that's where I want to end this.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Allie is like taking one of those hunting knives and trying to chip away at it now.
Yeah, you and Bellaman are having the chillest time in your cage.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I mean, yeah, Bellman is trying to just, like, literally, right at this point, like, rend the bars apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Now, welcome to your first dungeon.
There we go. There we go.
Hey, wow,
Yay.
literally in a dungeon, we've done it.
Yay! Coming into this going hysterical.
I am scared though of this dungeon now, considering what the hell DCs are we dealing with if Scoom hits 24 and fails?
Which one?
His trap finding, he hit 24 and he didn't detect the trap.
Oh well, I knew the floor under us was like rickety and hollow. I didn't.
He didn't know it was a bad thing
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
The only reason I didn't tell him directly that
There
is
was
that-
no way I could figure out how the mechanism worked because it was either one magic or inside of the wall.
Yes, and it was in fact both. So
Yeah.
I wanted to tell him because he got a nat 20, but there's just no reasonable way I could.
Yeah, I should have made like an Arcana check or something for it, but.
Yeah, I
don't know
mean, I
much
could have done
about
that
magic.
too. I didn't think about it. I mean, this is where we are now. We have to live with our choices.
Yeah,
It's
this
our
is where we
first time.
live.
Yeah, this is where we. This is our home.
As you guys
I hope
look
now.
around, I didn't want to mention it before just to confuse. There are some loose things in your cage as well, along with you, as well as things all over the room below you.
Yeah, we'll roll
Perhaps
next
maybe
time.
the giant investigate, but for now, I just want to end this session.
Yeah.
So we don't sort because this is sort of the beginning of this dungeon.
Yeah, like obviously we'd look at the cages more closely and try to figure out how to get out, but we can do that next time.
Oh man, I forgot to give Turret a thing this game.
Well, sucks for you.
Heard a thing.
Yep.
Maybe when you get out of your cage.
Yeah, maybe. If I ever.
I'm sure you won't end up there forever.
Yeah, I think the story probably ends here.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to your first dungeon. I am very excited for it.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's fun.
Assuming we ever get out of these cages.
Yeah.
This most definitely, I'm going to be real with you guys, this dungeon does not even exist in the standard campaign. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not worried. It'll be fine. Ella and Harmony are sitting in a cage, just kind of like contemplating.
Yeah. I got loads of spells to keep people alive.
Yeah.
We're gonna be fine.
Yeah. I will say, you're gonna need to make a map because I'm real bad at Mind's Eye Theater with dungeons.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have been working on a map.
Yeah.
I just don't have it ready.
Yeah, because dungeons are one of the places where like 10 feet start to really matter.
Especially since I have a bunch of ore.
Oh yeah. We need to make sure we're like constantly within areas of each other and be like, okay.
Yeah. It's on it, like that is actually honestly the reason why I said I prefer a short session today, because I don't have the map ready and I don't want to delve into it. I know it's basically done, but I've got more.
Gotcha.
I also need to see if I can work it like into Roll20, where you can move around in it.
You can probably import it as a picture and then set it as a background for a page.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, just put it on the background layer. You'll be good.
The hardest part is just getting it so the tiles line up and stuff.
Yeah, the hardest part
probably
is
get that with some. Yeah.
You just gotta kind of fiddle with it a little bit and scale right. And you can go in the settings to the page and to tell it how big exactly you want like a square to be, so you can adjust the sizes of the squares.
Yeah. But yeah, welcome to the Eye of the Allfather.
Wow, seems like a fun place. Glad we're visiting.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a gift shop here. Pick up a souvenir.
Yeah, it's at the end of the dungeon.
That's at the end.
Of course. They always put the gift shop at the end.
At the end.
Always.
Yeah.
I said, yep. I do have Bellaman's actions though. Perhaps
How
it's just
did-
going to be constantly try to rip the iron bars apart and
How
not let
did-
it slip through.
How did Turd feel about the magical bracelet? You know.
Oh, yeah.
Probably not
He's not
excited.
If anything, I probably would have tried to smash it had I kind of like. It seemed like it'd be worth it.
Oh.
Something tells me that it's gonna end up with you with a broken wrist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I feel like Carla would watch all of you freaking out and not getting anywhere with it and not bother. I might roll like insight or something later, Arcana, see if I can know about it. But like, she wouldn't do anything about it.
That's
Be like,
like-
well, I have a bracelet now.
As soon as he noticed, like, Elijah just started smashing stuff.
Yeah, like I get why you guys are. Like I
Yeah.
understand, but like she would just watch and be like, yeah, it doesn't look like we're taking these off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even
As soon as I
know-
saw y'all like smashing it against walls and it wasn't working, it'd be like, yeah, it's not gonna work.
That's all we got. I can't do nothing else.
Bell started freaking out the second in his brain it was like, oh cool, like literal Eye of Allfather. No. I remember the myths of this dude. No, I'm not dealing with someone whose nickname is the Hangman God.
What?
Oh.
You should fill us in on this.
Out of character, the Allfather. You know all those stories about Odin and all of that? Yeah. Imagine him as a giant.
This asshole. Fuck this
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sprinkle some pixie dust on my man.
Yeah. He has no problem with us straight being like, well, this is girl. I don't like y'all.
No, that sucks.
That's
He'll
why-
love us though.
That's why Bell was like, look, it's this only. Like,
I'm
look,
great
it's
with
got-
eyes. Eyes love me.
That's why Bellman was like, there's only 3 options. Either
Yeah.
he died, or someone tricked him, in which case that thing's gonna die because he'll kill it.
I have very
Or the
pretty
opposite.
eyes.
You might have to get one up here. Hopefully not.
Format very well. Hold on.
Sacrifice an eye to
Ooh.
yourself for power. Does that work somehow?
Oh, whatever. You can still read it.
Oh, that's right. Derek, Daryl, and Darren.
Yeah.
Wait, what am
Those
I
are the
looking at?
only characters well, Elijah knows by name because they're tieflings.
So you don't know anyone in your party by name?
He eventually, yeah, he knew you guys, but it took a long time.
It's been like we talked about this last night.
It's been a
like
month.
20, like 25 days.
Like by the he's just now getting used to your.
In fact, actually,
Important to note, Bell has referred to 0 of y'all by name because he doesn't
Yes.
actually remember. It's why he
I
just
should say,
That doesn't bother
given
me. I don't care.
would any of your characters be keeping track of what day it is?
I feel like Harmony's been keeping track.
Yeah, I
of
feel like
stuff.
Harmony's would.
Harmony, you actually know today, or it was sort of like halfway through the day. So, but halfway through the day that you're on right now, it is actually like New Year's Eve, basically.
Happy New Year, everyone. We're engaged.
Hey.
New Year.
And in trouble.
Starting it off, lowest bar.
It's
Yep.
the 31st of.
literally engaged.
Only up from here, fam.
We're down.
Well,
We're down.
Or down.
Whatever, whatever.
Hopefully we get down.
I say, looking at it, it looks like it's really going to be down. Nowhere but down from here.
Yeah, but I'm excited for you guys to. When like a couple seconds ago, when one of you was like, yeah, and I was like, you sure haven't.
We haven't what? I'm sorry. I hate that I get cut out and I don't hear everything.
Any dungeons yet?
Oh.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Bacon
like
was like, I'm so excited for this session, but I can't say why. And I was like, we're all gonna die. And he was like, what's to say? I was like,
What's to say?
Instantly traps us.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
like, All right. Well, this has been an
fun.
exciting,
Yeah.
exciting
It's been
adventure.
fun.
Thank you guys. Thanks for the cages. See you next week.
Yeah, bye everybody.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for
Thank
the
you.
game, everyone. Thank you for coming to the stream. Thank
Bye.
you for being cool and awesome. And I love everyone in this chat.
I love my friends.
I love my
Bye.
friends.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
ya.
Bye.